Hate is a strong word. Hate is a very, very strong word. But personally, for me, I have had it up to here with this anti football, nihilistic, prehistoric, caveman like enemy of human rights and football known as this damn dim-witted emperor known as Diego Limeone. João Felix has to go to The Hague and get out of this freaking prison. Don't you dare tell me that Atletico Madrid did not deserve to win, and that Atletico deserved to win this game. No, they deserve to freaking drop points. And it sickens me that João Felix is stuck with this clown-ass team, with this clown-ass manager. And for United, bro, it might be a disaster class. It might be a disaster class for my goats. But for a 19-year-old to come on and do a lot more than that freaking Trashford can do, we're going to talk about it. Here's the thing. Deserve. Let's talk about that word deserve. What does deserve mean? Some would say, oh my gosh, damn it. Atletico Madrid, they deserve to win the game. They had more possession. They had more shots on target. They had more opportunities. I think United maybe had 2 or 3 shots on target. So therefore, they deserve to win. But let's talk about that word deserve, because you see, people that say Atletico Madrid deserve to win, they don't know ball. They don't know ball. They don't know ball. I want to tell you a story about Atletico Madrid. Then we'll talk about United, because United, that was a bad performance by United. And I'll talk about Pogba. Guys, I'll be real. I'm going to be real. Don't worry, guys. I'll send the link afterwards. But I've got to talk. I'll send the link afterwards, but I've got to talk because I'm going to be as real as three crack addicts. I'm going to be as real as 3 crack addicts. But let me cook. Let me cook. So, Atletico Madrid, you start the game off super well, aggressive. And Felix scores a fantastic goal. That was a fantastic goal. The hair didn't even move. With a great cross by Lodi. So what would you do? You're playing at your crib. You know a second leg is at Old Trafford. Their crib. Oh. What's that? The away goal rule. There's no away goal rule. So them scoring a goal no longer counts for 2. It just counts for 1 now. So a team knowing that, when you're 1-0 up and you're controlling, and you're playing against a team who have no clue what the hell to do, can't get the ball to their striker and Cristiano. You have a guy like Trashford who's playing like a class. Rashford is getting back and he's going back to Siberia. We have Classy, we've got a bed for him, he's going back to Siberia. You would think you would go ahead and aggressively get the second or the third goal. Because I'm coming for you people. I told you guys, I'm very angry. I'm very angry. But I'll try and be as calm as I can. But I'm very angry right now because the reason why I'm so pissed off is people told me that João Felix was overrated, that he's not very good. That's what you told me. I told you, don't tell me about ball. I know ball. There's a reason why I'm the GOAT analyst. I know the ITIS. The ITIS has always been undefeated. It's always been freaking undefeated. I know this guy's quality. I understand it. I don't need a freaking stat sheet. I don't need goals and assists and numbers. That's for you kids. For you kids, you need goals, assists, who scored extra, and all that crap. I'm old school. And from back in the day, the eye test will always remain undefeated. If you pass the eye test, we're good. We can work about with the other stuff, but you pass the eye test, that's a great foundation to start off with. You go up 1-0. United are there for the taking. You can see that the balance isn't right. You can see that Bruno, Sancho, and Thingy can't get the ball to Cristiano. Now people could say, oh, well, the reason why they couldn't get the ball to Cristiano was because how defensive Atletico were. But no. You're at home. You're at home. And the situation is you want to go to Old Trafford with Stein. Why didn't you aggressively chase the second? There was in the second half. No, sorry. In the second half, early in the second half, there was a moment when they were like, I counted 8 Athletic players. 8 Athletic players in their own box. I was like, Simeone, you're sick in the head. This man is sick. He's sick. Like, his man has a sickness. I counted 8 guys in the box. Why don't you go ahead and chase a second goal? The problem with Atletico is Simeone. It's not the players. It's not the personnel. The personnel are right there. So the issue has never been with Felix. The issue is that Felix is a baller. But when he receives the ball, who's there? Who's there? So by the time he can think of trying to move forward or do something here, of course he's going to lose the ball because he doesn't have any players who are making runs ahead of him because everybody's defending because Simeone is a defense-first guy. Simeone, he's a coward. He's a freaking coward. He's an imposter. He's a fraud. I try to explain to you people, why won't you listen to me? He's a fraud. He lost both Champions League finals. He lost them both. The only thing he's done of any note, I don't care about his freaking Europa Leagues. The only thing he's done of any note was that win in 2014, the La Liga win. But the guy's a fraud. Why are you so scared to attack? Why are you so scared to go for the second or the third goal? And as it was 1-0, I said, United, they're still in the game. Now, let's talk briefly about United. It was a horrible performance. Pogba. Okay. What do you want from me? What do you want from me? What do you want from me? It wasn't his best game. It wasn't his best game. It was a bad game from Pogba. And he knows it. He knows it because he was frustrated. You know? Now, I would have liked Ralph to bring on Matic with Pogba to sort of help Pogba then and so forth, but it was a bad game. I ain't going to front. It was a bad game by your boy. But the thing though is the whole team didn't play well. Because as bad as Pogba was, the worst player on that pitch was Rashford. Rashford had a horrendous game. Because every time because Rashford has had many of these kinds of games. And whenever he has these kinds of games, I always say to myself that there are people that think this guy's going to win a Ballon d'Or. I remember I was on the terrace and people swore to me that Rashford would one day win a Ballon d'Or and Rashford would one day win world class. And I said years ago that this kid ain't it. And do you know why? It's the eye test. So the eye test is it's like you can always use the eye test because the eye test is like a waterproof footballing critical tool. You know? So if you're trying to talk ball with guys in school or out in the open, the eye test is a really good thing to have. Because if you pass the eye test, it doesn't mean you'll make it. But you have a good foundation. Rashford doesn't pass the eye test. He doesn't. No, he doesn't pass the eye test. But as it was with 1-0, you never knew what could happen. There could always be something. I love the story about Elanga. Kid is 19 years old. The kid is 19. And you see, when he missed that penalty for United in the FA Cup, and he had all those like racist people in there, I don't think those guys were United fans. I just think that they're just trolls. So I really don't think they're United fans. But it's so good to see him go from where he was, where he must have felt lower than low, like being a teenager. This is like a club that you've grown up with through the academy, and you missed the critical penalty that takes him out of the cup. I'm sure you would feel horrible. But I think did he score against Villa or no? I think he scored like in a previous game. Oh, Leeds. Scored against Leeds. And bro, this is forget the FA Cup. This is a super valuable. So, and my thing is, Oblak could have done better, but at 19 years old to step up, good pass by Bruno Fernandes, and to have such a neat and tidy, clean finish like that in Atletico in the Wanda Metropolitano against an Oblak, I think that shows brass balls. That shows true brass sports, and it just shows the character of this kid that he was able to go in there, do that, and deliver in that way. So kudos to Elanga, man. And bro, that could be a hugely valuable goal. Now remember, they're no away goals, but if United went to Old Trafford 1-0, that's fine. But with 1-1, they know it puts less pressure on us for us to just pretty much get the goals. So now, United are like, we just need to win the game. We win the game and then we're all through. So, shout out to your boy Elanga, man. I mean, that was big from him. See, for Cristiano, here's the thing. You could argue it was a disaster class because I'm not sure he didn't really do much in the game, apart from Sky, his free kick. But he had no service. At 37 years of age, if you're not going to supply CR37, he's not going to do anything. He needs supply. And the issue was between Pogba, Bruno, Sancho, and Rashford, they were not giving him any sort of supply. So he didn't have any opportunities. Cristiano, he did not have a single shot on target. He did not have a single shot on target in 90 minutes. And I think he had 2 shots, both off targets, like in the first half and the second half within the free kick. So, and this just the reality here is that Cristiano isn't a Lewandowski or a Benzema where even if they don't score, they can be involved in the game, they can pass, they can come in deep and do these things. He can't do that. He's incapable of doing that. That is no longer his game. You have to supply him. And here's the thing. That was even what he was doing back at Real Madrid. Even peak Cristiano, even during the three-peat, he still relied on service. So if he's relying on service during his peak years for Real Madrid, bro, he needs that service right now if he's 37 years of age. But for United, the midfielders were trash. So, I'm sorry, man, my coach wasn't able to do anything. I need Atletico Madrid out of this competition. I need these guys out. Because I told you guys, I hate Simeone. I know that may sound deep and crazy. I hate this. I hate him. I hate him so much. Because for me, it is... I want to sit Simeone down and just say, Diego, you're winning 1-0. You're at home. You're controlling the game. Why are you defending with every man, woman, and child? You're not playing Man City. You're not playing Bayern. You're not playing PSG. You're playing a United team that are having issues and need to transition. And their striker is a geriatric. They have a geriatric as a freaking striker. They have a Zimmer frame measures as a striker. Why do you feel the need to defend with every man, woman, and child when you're 1-0 up? You're 1-0 up after 10 minutes. Go and get the second or the third. This is the thing that just blows my mind. These clowns were playing for 1-0. Guys, just think about it. These guys were playing for 1-0. You idiots. Why did you get the second or the third goal so you can go to Old Trafford with 2 or 3 goals? Because that's why I'm so happy Elanga scored. Of course I want United to lose. I've always hated United. Ever since I was young, me and my brother, he's a United fan, I was a Chelsea fan. So yeah, we always had a rivalry. So I've always hated United ever since my brother was supporting United. So of course I want them to freaking lose. But in hindsight, based on Atletico's trashness, I'm happy United scored. Because I mean, you know what? No, get these guys out. No, because see, I have no time for clowns. I have no time for clowns. United, get these guys out. CR37, I need a 3-piece at Old Trafford. I need a 3-piece. Dunk on this dude. Dunk on this dude. Give a 3-piece. Because Cristiano, remember, it was the same thing. At Juventus, Atleti was scored. They won 2-0. Second leg at the Juventus Stadium, he drops a 3-piece. So Cristiano is capable of coming and dunking on Simeone at the freaking crib. So for me, I think that goal was super valuable by United. And the way I look at it, I think for Ralph, you need better supply. If you're going to play Cristiano as a striker, you need to supply for him. And I think not having Cavani is a big, huge miss. Or what you may do is play Rashford as a striker and maybe put Cristiano out wide to at least give him the ball and give him much more of an opportunity because Cristiano was not in the game. And for your top, most lethal goal scorer and Mr. Champions League, you have to put him in the best position to score. That's what you have to do. If you have Cristiano in your team, the team has got to be built to try to supply and create for him. If you're not going to do that, because he's not going to contribute to anywhere else. He's not going to cross. He's not going to make an intelligence pass. He's not going to dribble past guys. He's not going to ask. All he's there for is to score. He does very well at scoring, but you need the players in position to score. I mean, I don't know what he was doing with your boy, because Lodi had a very good game. I don't know what he was doing with your boy Lindelof as right back. That was weird. I was like, why playing? Because Lindelof is not really going to provide anything going forward. And Wan-Bissaka, not great going forward, but he's extremely good at 1v1 situations. But because Atleti could have really capitalized on that, but because you didn't push more men forward, because you were not proactive, because you were not proactively chasing the second or the third goal, Lindelof got away with it. Like United and Lindelof got away with not really going down 2 or 3 goals. So overall, 1-1 was the fair result. Because Atleti didn't do enough to go get the second or the third goal. They defended, and in their stupidity, they were playing for 1-0. And United were like, oh, these guys are playing for 1-0. All we need is a sniff. And it doesn't matter. Over 90 minutes, you'll get a sniff. You just need to make sure that you get the sniff. Because really, that goal came about by, I think it was Herrera who slipped. But still, you've got to have the coolness and the calm of mind, which is what Elanga had to deliver, and that is what he did. Final points before I bring in the crew. Rashford, bro. I'm going to say something. I'm going to say a little something about Rashford, just real quick. Actually, no, last 2 things, because I need to talk about Felix. Okay? No, because I want to end on Felix. But Rashford, does he play because of political reasons or meritocracy? Because I don't know how Rashford had played for so long. Because it feels as if Ralph just has to play him. Because I'm like, bro, this guy's playing like trash. Hook him. Basically, I think there was a moment when United had like a corner. Rashford had the ball and he lost the ball, which led to an Atletico counter. After that play ended up like, oh, bro, Rashford, no, off. Like, and if it was Mourinho, Rashford would be off by then, because okay, you're obviously not honest, and you could be a liability for us in this game, and you're offering a 0 going forward. But it's like he's had a lot of these games. He's had a lot of these games where he's just brainless. I'm like, what are you doing? Why would you go there? Why would you run fully straight? If you're going to attempt a dribble, you better complete that dribble, because if you fail at that dribble, it's going to lead to a counter. So, but he makes so many ill-advised decisions that you're thinking that, wait, you're not 19. You're not, Elanga's 19. You're not 19. You've had a few years in this game, but you're still making rookie boy mistakes. We're going to end on João Felix. Guys, I need help. Guys, I'm going to go to change.org. I'm going to go to change.org. We have to find a way to get Felix out of here. For the sake of football, because I see something special in this kid. I see something special in this kid, and Atletico Madrid, but not Atletico, Simeone, this man, he's ruining him. He's poisoning him. So nobody ever tell me that, it's Felix, he's not that good. No. Nobody's telling me that crap. It's Simeone. He is the reason. Because this guy is anti-football. And we need to find a way to get João Felix out of the clutches of this psychopath. Because this man is poisonous. And this man is ruining. And guys, what do we always preach about? Where are the techniques? Where are the bowlers? Where are the players? He's a bowler. He is a bowler. He has the psychosis. He has the psychology to be a bowler. But he's imprisoned by this cycle. I'll send out the link, guys. I'll send out the link, man. Guys, come in. Let me bring in your boys, man. So, guys, remember, send in those dubs, man. Like the vid, man. Like that vid, man. Join in. Like that. So remember, guys, we've got lots of stuff to talk about. We have to talk about Liverpool. We're going to talk about Spurs. We're going to talk about Benfica as well. So, lots of stuff to talk about. So, guys, I've sent out the link, man. I've sent the link to y'all, man. Come right in. And talk about it, man. All right. So let me even bring the guys in, man. Let me bring the guys in.
HH, you gotta check Romano's tweets quickly, bro. It's crazy.
Bro, this guy.
Conte popping off.
Whoa. Why? What's happening?
He wants to quit. Conte's about to resign, but that's a walk. He's about to walk, bro.
This guy Conte, bro.
Whoa, what the hell? No, you're lying.
Take your DM, man. They've asked that meeting, bro. That's that meeting right now.
5 minutes ago.
Bro, Spurs.
People call these guys our rivals, you know.
Oh my. Okay. Wait. Okay, wait, no. Okay, hold on, guys. Hold on. Okay, guys, breaking this. Wait, let me switch my cam. What? Oh my god, guys, because we're gonna talk about these clans, man. Trust me. We're gonna talk about sports. Hassan, we can't play you on Sunday, bro.
Relax, easy, bro. Easy. That's a
Hassan.
joke. Relax, bro.
Hassan, relax. Hassan, I saw 6. Hassan, we
The
can't play you on
sick.
Sunday.
Relax, bro. The sick.
Hassan, LDO. So wait, let me. Oh, guys, wait, Rob better be here. Rob, you better be here, bro.
Oh,
Rob, where you at? Wait, who is this Rob here? Oh, yes, I swear, no, Rob better be here. All right, let's see what he's saying. So Anthony Conte, maybe I'm not so good. Tottenham called me to change things, but I'm too honest. We are doing everything to change the situation, but it's not enough. 4 defeats out of 5 is not good enough. This doesn't happen to me. God damn. I need to talk to the club. Tottenham have to make an assessment about the club, about me. We need to find the best solution. I can't accept to keep losing. I'm sorry. Here, coaches change, but players are always the same, but results don't change. Guys,
nothing will change at that club, bro.
You see, no.
Don't.
You see, let me talk. See, Ralph, you see, people were insulting Mourinho.
Mm-hmm.
They were
Speak on it.
insulting Mourinho. They were insulting him. They would say, "Oh, Mourinho, he's not so good. Mourinho, like, how good is he? Blah blah blah." They were insulting. Like, is it Mourinho's fault, or is there something wrong with these dudes? There is something wrong with this club. Mourinho didn't fail. You can't fail at Tottenham because you can't win. You can't fail at something where there is no means for success. Guys, I told you this. I swear to you, when they beat Man City, I said, you know, these guys are probably going to lose to Burnley. Because, and even when I said it, I was like, okay, maybe they'll draw something. I didn't think they'd lose to Ben Me. They lost to me, Ben Me. I mean, my God. But it's like, I told you, like, could people say, oh, Mourinho wins a trophy everywhere he goes and everything. Like, I told you, Mourinho knew that, bro, this club is different. You cannot bring a winning mentality to this club. And even worse than that, they have a psychopath as a manager. Rob. First of all, Rob, no. See, Rob, we're not doing this. Rob, we're not going to do it.
We're not doing this, man. We're not doing this today.
Because Rob, we're here to clown you. Rob, we're here to clown you and your club, Rob. Because I know this is a CL thing. We'll get to United, but Rob, talk to me about this. Because Rob, you abused me about Lukaku. It's time for me to come out for you. So Rob, talk to me about this right now. Talk to me about this.
I don't know what's going on. We don't know anything right now.
No, Rob, don't be like, no, don't be slick. I know you're slick. Don't be slick. He said, I need to talk to the club. Someone have to make an assessment about the club, about me. We need to find the best solution. I can't accept to keep losing. What is your reaction to this? He's admitting that your club have a loser's mentality. What is your reaction to this?
Nothing new, because he has been saying this for months already.
Listen to the last part.
The last point. What's your point? Here, coaches change, but players are always the same, but results don't change. Rob, how does that make you feel?
Levy is a tight ass, man.
HH, I have something to say. Do you remember when you brought me in the stream last time? I told you that these guys, they sleep at night and only dream about ruining Man City's dreams. At CL, they ruined our dreams, went to the final, bend over. This season, they tried to ruin our dreams multiple times. Like, look at what they were saying. This is a lie. Conte said this last week that they're a team now, they're connected, they're doing well. These guys were spunking over like as if it's a champagne bottle over the fact they beat City. I knew it. As I said, that's the same thing you said. I knew that Burnley are going to slap these guys. Look at them. And look at Harry Kane. Did you see Harry Kane in that game though, HH? He didn't do anything. Where are those runs? Where those runs used to?
Give us performances. But look, I'm bringing so you're MEFC Diego, man. Because we'll get to sports, we'll get to sports, but let's just deal with this United. So MEFC Diego. So did you deserve a point from that game? Talk to me about that trash first half performance, and why does Rashford keep getting game time when he's obviously brainless? MEFC Diego.
Rashford's
is
the
your mic
worst
open?
player ever.
Excuse me?
Cristiano exists, by the way.
Okay, wait.
What happens
Okay,
to
let me.
Cristiano?
Okay, look, Ralph, talk to me.
So Rashford.
Okay. Diego will come on to you. Ralph, talk to me about this game, bro. Look, Ralph, was that a disaster? Was it a disaster class by Cristiano,
Nah.
or did he have poor service? Secondly, how do we send Simeone to prison?
Bro, United just need to knock them out, bro. Because this guy is a terrorist, bro.
That guy's no Ralph. You see, Ralph, these people had the cheek to call Tuchel a terrorist. If Tuchel is a terrorist, what's this kind? Because he's worse.
Bro.
He's worse.
Exactly.
Well,
Man,
Tuchel's still a terrorist. Relax.
man, leave Tuchel alone, bro. This guy won the CL. Simeone's bottled the CL like 2 times.
He's saying, bro. He's saying.
Anyway, let me carry on. For me, if I look at the first half, I feel like it was a mental thing because like all of United's team, they kept misplacing passes all over the pitch. Even Varane, Champions League Varane, they call him. This guy was making mistakes. I was thinking to myself, bro, like when you have a bum next to you called Harry Maguire, bro, you're obviously gonna make mistakes. Pogba, man.
Not a good
I've
game.
been bro. I want this guy in my club, yeah, but after seeing this performance, it's putting me off. It's putting me off.
Well, no. Ralph, relax. It's because you've got to add rag tax, you've got to add United tax. There's no saying that if Pogba comes to Chelsea, he will look as trash at United. So for me, I put the blame at United and everything. So
No, but the amount of turnovers, bro, like he can.
Bruno played
This
just
is
as bad.
this is what I need to. I know I just spoke about Pogba, but why does Bruno always get away with it, man? And how does Bruno like get away with a goal and assist every game when he has a disaster class, bro? It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense, bro. Rashford, HH, you are right, man. You're right about Rashford.
the guys.
No IQ at all, bro. This guy is terrible.
No, Ralph. Let's be real. If he didn't have an MBE, would he still be given opportunities?
No comment.
Because no, that's like given to him by the Queen. So that's like Queen Lizzie. That's Queen Lizzie tax. So without Queen Lizzie tax and the MBE, does he have game time? Because bro, this guy was bad, and he's been like this many times.
He's been like this all season, bro. Like even it dates back to you remember the Europa League final, bro. He had the disaster class then. So like let me speak on Cristiano. Look, I don't think he actually had a bad game, to be honest. I feel like he was in and out. He was trying to get in there, pass it about a little bit, but it just he's old now, so you can't really be doing the link up. He wasn't getting service. So, but HH, I just need to say this, and this links back to Lukaku. The fact Cristiano gets more touches than Lukaku in games is so bad. Lukaku, you should be ashamed of yourself, bro. You should be ashamed.
No, but for this tie though, do you give the edge to United or Atletico? For me, like United are knocking these guys. Look at the results. I mean, this may go the extra time, it may go the distance, but for me, if United
game
are serious, they'll
this game and Real Madrid versus PSG. Those are the 2 games I'm looking forward to. Those are the 2 games. I feel like, Atletico.
Ralph, what are these clowns going to do in that segment?
No, I feel like it's going to be a classic, bro. I don't know why. I feel like it's going to be a classic.
Cristiano, because remember, this is the same thing that happened with Juve. Cristiano is going to drop a 3-piece. He's dropping a 3-piece.
He may. But, João Felix is taken over, bro. In a couple of years, João Felix is going to be Portugal captain, bro.
Ralph, what can Felix do in this bomb-ass defensive team? What can you do whenever you receive the ball? There's nobody. But
I
hey,
think
listen,
he's leaving.
your
I think he's,
entire team is behind you. Your entire team is behind you. Nobody's actually ahead of you. So
bro.
what can
I
you
think
do?
he's leaving, man. What do you think his
Ralph,
best
he
position
can't.
is?
No, Ralph, he can't leave unless Atletico are willing to take a reduced price on him. He signed a 5-year contract. It's like, because I don't know what to believe in the reports of like, oh, is he going to leave or not? But he signed this stupid 5-year contract. So what the hell is he supposed to freaking do, man?
Nah, his agent. I don't know. I think his agent's one of the super agents as well. I don't know why he proposed him to go to Simeone. It's such a bad career move. But what do you think his best position is? I don't know whether it's like centrally or on the left. He looks like a winger to me.
Felix.
Yeah.
His best position is not under Simeone. That's the first thing. His best position is away from Simeone. Bro, you can play him as a support striker. You can play him as a false stand. You can play him as an attacking wing and so forth. Boom, he can say what's up.
Bro, I want him at Chelsea, man, to replace Pulisic.
Bro, imagine him at Chelsea.
And him and
Because
Havertz.
Chelsea, what? It ain't like this trash football. Because at least we have a guy who is trying things and is see what he's imaginative. He's imaginative.
Mhm.
But look, let me come to some other guys. So Dory guys, I'll take it up. Send in your super chats, guys. I will get to them as soon as possible. Abdul, our goat man, he had no service. Abdul, he had no service. And Abdul, talk to me about this clown known as Simeone.
HH, can you hear me?
Yes.
Is it loud and clear?
Yes.
HH, I need to stop saying HH. You know, I disagree with Ralph only because of one thing. I do agree with the fact that our goal needs service. He does need service. But all week I've been hearing Ronaldo's gonna turn up. Ronaldo's gonna put 3 past him. Ronaldo's Mr. Champions League. Ronaldo's this. Ronaldo's that. Ronaldo's Simeone's kryptonite. His second home is Wanda Metropolitano, bro. Where was he? I think the unfortunate thing is with today's result, because HH, you know how much I hate Atletico like you. You know how much I hate them. But the matter of fact is, they will feel very gutted today. And I will even feel gutted for them today.
Abdul, don't do this.
No, because
Abdul, please, I'm begging you, don't do this.
No, I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. No, because HH, unlike you, I don't have agenda. I don't have agenda, HH. Well, I do have agenda, but just not on this topic. I think, bro, they hit the crossbar 3 times or twice.
The Griezmann one wouldn't have counted. He was offside.
All right. But in the first half, there was no threat from United. It was all Atletico Madrid. And one thing people need to keep in mind when it comes to Atletico this game, they're missing a lot of their good players. Carrasco, we all know he was brainless at the Euros, but he's actually a good player, man. He's actually a good player. And he suspended both legs, so that's a massive miss.
No, but both Lemar and Griezmann were on the bench.
No, they are both coming back from injuries. No, bro. Look, you got agendas, bro. I don't got agendas.
No. Okay, Abdul, flip through. No agenda aside, it's about your approach. Why is it that when you go 1-0 up, you don't aggressively change?
Because one thing that you're not thinking about, HH, is that United are still dangerous no matter what, and we saw it today. Like no matter how bad they're playing.
No. But see, no, Abdul. I know, of course,
we can't open up against United.
No. But say, Abdul, it is. I don't say go all out attack. Obviously, that is stupid. But it's about an extremity. Of course, it's a balance. You need to obviously attack, but have your Kondogbia or what's of just to try to intercept. But the issue is how defensive they were. Abdul, at a point, I counted 8-9 Atletico players in their own box defending. That's insane, man. So Abdul, for me, that's insane. See, of course you want to hold your lead and stuff, and you want to be wary of the threat that United pose. But then there's another thing when you're going super defensive. Because there were too many points where, bro, when Felix receives the ball, what is he supposed to do? There is nobody ahead of him because you don't have a counter-attacking plan. Because you see, what guys do is, okay, you're coming towards him, but when we have the ball, we know where guys are positioned. Because remember, there was one point that Kondogbia had the ball. He looked up. He was like, "Bro, there's no one." And he won the foul. And he was like,
Yeah.
"Bro, I had nobody to freaking pass to."
Yeah.
So I had to keep on holding the ball. Like when you do, it's the basis of transitions. Of as soon as we win the ball, everybody knows their positions, so we can quickly counter them and really expose the attacking team that has a highline that's trying to win that goal. But these guys have no concept of how to counter. So
I know. I think one of the reasons why the reason why I'm not so critical of Atletico Madrid is I came into this game thinking they were going to get smashed HH, and that's where I think the difference between me and you lays, because I genuinely thought they were going to get smashed. So what they done in the first half really positively surprised me, and I think no matter what you say, at 1-1, bro, like at 1-1, it's all to play for. So I don't think you should be overcritical of Simeone, because if he goes through, he goes through. You know what I mean? I will say one thing about United. I will say one thing about United though. They're a bunch of flip flops. The United fan base, bro, a bunch of flip flops, and I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why.
oh,
They beat Leeds, HH. They beat Leeds. And I've been seeing that they think they can win the Champions League, HH. I'm lost for what? I'm lost for
no,
words.
well, they still have Mr. Champions League though. They still have Mr.
But I will
Champions
say,
League.
but I will say, like Rashford, he like nothing new today. He's been trashed for however. Do you remember when we talked about it back against Newcastle?
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean? And when it comes to Bruno, it's a typical performance, bro. He's a stat padding merchant. Like he'll drop a 2 out of 10 and then get a goal and assist, and people will forget about it and call him better than KDB. And when it comes to Pogba, HH, this is why I will never call him world class. I'm sorry, he will never be world class in my eyes. He will never, because HH,
Okay,
he doesn't turn up when it matters the most.
It's one game. It's
not one
fucking
game. He played Barca, bro, in the quarterfinals 2 years ago. He disappeared over 180 minutes, bro. That's all I'm gonna say.
He's a Europa League player, bro. He's a Europa League player.
Hassan, relax.
Fluent World Cup.
Wait, can I speak on this?
Yeah. Let me just get some doors and I'll come to you, Hassan, man. So, Whimsical Thought, thank you for the door. Whimsical Man says, a 19-year-old taught Simeone a lesson. Oh, wait a minute. What can you really teach a stubborn guy? Nothing. He'll never change. Be pragmatic, but evolve your game plan. Of course, you can be pragmatic, but the whole point of pragmatism is Conte is a pragmatist as well, but he also has a plan to attack an actual counter. Simeone's philosophy is too extreme. There is no real balance to it. So, and with every good manager, you have to have a multitude of styles and be able to have a defensive plan, but also has to have a well-defined attacking plan. In my opinion, I don't think Simeone has a well-defined attacking plan. That's the issue. Alex Beeman says, shots on target, United 2, Atletico Madrid 1. Oh, so Atletico had 1 shot on target?
Yeah, but you meant shots on goal, right?
Yeah.
They had more. They
I
had more.
didn't know that. Women's Musical Thurman, thank you, get it. That's 100% agree. Hope Simeone should have lost. Grow a pair and play the game. Second half was painful to watch. Should have watched the Ajax Benfica game. I did. I was actually that was a great game because I was watching both, and the Ajax Benfica game was really good. I mean, we'll speak about that a bit later, but that was actually a really, really good watch. I mean, the second half was messy because misplaced passes. It was going back and forth. So in terms of quality, that second half was not good to watch, bro. It was not good to watch, man. It was rancid. QCB, man, think of the dub. Will the real Portuguese number 7 please stand up? Please stand up. Please stand up. Look, man, I said with my goat, you have to feed him. If you don't feed him, how can he eat? The only way he can eat is if you feed him. And nobody wanted to feed my goat. So it's what it is. Casey, man, thank you for the dub, Casey. These clowns pressed well, won the ball, passed backwards. Both teams are trash. Old Trafford isn't a hard place to go. Winner will be sacrificed in the quarters. No, look, you see, Old Trafford, I don't think is the kind of fortress it used to be. Atletico can win. Would I put money on Atletico to beat them at Old Trafford? Personally, I would not. That's just me. Personally, I want to put money on them to say what's up at the Trafford of old. But if it depends who they meet. I think I still think who they meet. If this guy's running into either Real or PSG, Bayern or Man City, they'll get sliced and diced. Albert Cardenius, man, was it a mistake to not start Phil Jones? Why are you starting Phil Jones though? I mean, it's like the United defense were not exactly like cut open, really, because again, you're playing against guys to quote the great Gatlock, attacking virgins, man. So yeah, Miguel Rabinez, man, thank the door. This is why I have argued that pragmatic defensive football is finished in the year 2022. Pep, Klopp, and Tuchel are the future of the beautiful game. I disagree. No. For me, there is a place for all styles of football. It's how you execute it. And I just think that the key thing is all about execution. Defensive football executed well works well. The philosophy of defensive football is we will stop you from scoring. So as long as we just get one goal, we will not gonna get to score. So the philosophy is you don't need to score 4 or 5 goals. Just score maybe 1 or 2. Boom. And this is the point. I wish I even made it earlier. The problem with Simeone is we just saw the La Liga table. You've conceded amongst the most goals of the top 7 teams. So knowing that you're not good defensively, why the hell are you playing for a 1-0? If you know that you can't defend, you might as well go out and get the second or the third goal. Knowing you will concede, go and get the second and third and then win 3-1. So this notion that you can defend and hold a 1-0 is stupid. Absolutely stupid. Hey, my God, it's Chris. How are you, baby? My powerful free kick. Oh. My powerful free kick went to Ukraine and Russia.
Damn.
Was an attack. I apologize. The goal will be fully ready for Simeone in the second leg. Hashtag. Chris, thank you, but Chris, don't worry. It's on. And Chris, keep trying. You will get it. You will score a free kick. Keep trying. Wait, when else did he get a free kick on target?
I think it was the World Cup.
Oh wait.
I think it was the World Cup against Spain. I think that was his last free
Wait,
kick.
didn't he get one in Serie though, or against
Did he?
Serie? Yeah,
Yeah.
he did.
That's
Okay,
embarrassing, man.
Dennis Boris says, stop always underestimating Atletico. They still have a chance at Old Trafford. Yes. As we just said, Old Trafford is. I think it was Whimsical said it's no longer a fortress. Yes, they can win. Would I put money on Atletico winning? No, I would not. And for me, I believe Cristiano is going to dunk on these guys. Remember, Cristiano got 0 when he was for Juve. First leg, Atletico won 2-0. I think it was Jimenez and Godin who scored. Cristiano scored no goals. What happened in the second leg? 3-piece.
But he needed service, though. He needed service.
That's the thing, which is what I said.
Because you remember 2 of those goals were crosses and 1 penalty.
Yes, which is why I said that Tejas should have started this game. I don't know why he didn't start. Tejas should have started this game because so if he gets give this man service, he's gonna score. You put that ball in that box, he is gonna score. Because I told you, feed the goat and he will score. Feed the goat and he will score. Casey, feed the goat and he will score. Barca should go for Felix, not the Norwegian teams. Casey, we're going for Felix, bro. We're going for Felix. So
Casey, do you know what defender is? Casey, defenders.
Detroit Rock Cineman says, shout out LSG Delta and Hostage FC. Hashtag Pep will baptize the Premier League. Detroit, worry about Red Bull Salzburg, please. Please worry about Red Bull Salzburg. Hassan, talk to me.
HH, man, I think Simeone is a mentally challenged, bro. I think he's just a bit mentally challenged, Why are you going to 8 at the back when you're pressuring United and you're 1-0 up?
No.
I mean,
Hassan.
like, the demons speak to him in his sleep or something and tell him, you have to do this.
Hassan, I swear to you. And I think it was midway in the second half. I swear, wait a minute. I count 8 guys in the box. 8. There were 8 men there. So basically, you're telling me that you need 3 men to stop a 37-year-old Cristiano, huh?
Bro, I mean, there's no away goal, so it's not that deep for United to score.
Yes,
I mean,
so the goals don't count as well, so you might as well go for the. So because 2-1 is still good.
Yeah,
2-1 is still good. So it's like
bro. Listen, All Black. Listen, All Black is finished. I mean, bro, it's so
He could have, I
sad.
mean, it was a good finish. He could have done, but like it was because when I watched it again, I was like,
Uh,
it was
but
pretty
either
bad
way,
positioning, bro.
this season, All Black, bro. I mean, wow. From arguably top 2 to one of the worst save percentages in the whole world. Wow,
Yeah.
crazy. You know, my goat dropped his normal performance. I'm not going to say much about that. He dropped his normal performance. Bruno is the most awful footballer I've ever seen. I mean,
He
he had
I
a
mean, like he did. I think there was one cross he did in the second half where this thing went to free kick to
bro.
Pedro, but he
He
provided
got
the
an
assist.
assist.
See, for me, that's an assist. You know that is an assist. That is a clear assist that he has. So
And listen, Papa Perez might have got it right, man. Varane, I mean, Perez might be right, bro. I mean, he was looking dodgy on the ball, bro. And I always said without Ramos, I don't know about Varane.
yeah, no. This is what we said about Varane is I've never fully rated him because I judge you as to how can you defend in an attacking team when the space between the midfield and defense is far larger, because then you now need to do more ISO defending. I now need to make more quicker split decisions. When you play for France, you have so much protection, so there's less for you to see. That's why Ramos is such a damn good defender, because Ramos is great at ISO 1v1 the defending. So
Yeah.
with Varane though, because you know in defenders you have the leader and the guy who follows. So you have Ramos is always the leader of the defense and he follows. So now you don't have that leader, bro. Between Maguire and Varane, bro, this is Twiddledee and Twiddledum, bro. So,
Bro, it's just Maguire. It's just a mess back there. The whole back is just a mess, bro.
Oh, yeah, can we talk about Shaw, because
who would you blame for the Atletico goal, Maguire or Varane?
Bro, Maguire. Did you see Maguire? Bro, Maguire. Felix was in front of him, and bro slowed down. But shout out to Felix. You know, I suggested last time, Felix, just go fake your death, come back as you can play in the female league. You know, just fake your death. You know, buy a wig, go play in the women's league.
Sick ideas, bro.
Listen,
sick in the head, bro.
Listen, that's all he can do. That's all he can do, bro.
No, what you should do is you have plastic surgery. Joao Felix, he went missing. You have plastic surgery, coming out as a whole new person, and then you can then go ahead and just play in a different club. That's what I think. And bro, there's some damn good plastic surgeons out there, bro. Like they're like some real good ones out there.
Bro, they're quality plastic surgeons out there. But Felix, bro, man, it's sad.
Come join us. Felix, come Liverpool, bro. Come Liverpool.
Nah,
bro.
You
have too many guys. Relax. You just
got
want
too many guys, man. Look how you kicking Leeds
Pogba,
6-0, bro.
Listen, I already said Pogba's a Europa League player, you know. Only turns up Europa League matches.
Ooh.
No, bro. What has he done in the Champions League, KTH, for me to be rating this guy?
He's got in the World Cup final, man. Come on.
Can United win World Cups? No, they can't. France can. So this is the club game.
Can't take tax for that World Cup.
Kante Matuidi tax, bro. But listen, 1-1 is a great result. I expect my goat, you know, to score a hat trick.
Look at your Avi, bro.
No, this is just forget that guy, bro. My goat is gonna drop a hat trick at Old Toilet, and they're gonna go through, bro. Shout out Ragball and Simeone. I ain't gonna say too much, bro.
No, forget that clown, man. Red Devil Studio, RDS, the man, the myth, the legend. You're gonna go through, aren't you? I mean, RDS. You're facing one of the most negative, pessimistic.
Can we pull up your Twitter timeline, because I got the impression that you seem to get progressively angrier after United scored their equalizer.
Red Devil Studios. So
I'm just curious. It was just
Elanga. So how old is Elanga? Elanga is 19. So what do you feel about the 19-year-old getting his equalizer and so forth?
Oh no, I'm very happy for him. I've said that Elanga should be starting over Rashford, because bro, I'm at the point now where I'm like, because Queen Elizabeth, like, I think that maybe behind the scenes, Queen Lizzie is like the patron to Manchester United. It's like you have to.
Why are you talking about Queen Lizzie right now, man?
No,
laugh.
No, it's true.
Let me. I'll meet him.
I don't understand how these English players, and I'm calling out Maguire, I'm calling out Shaw, I'm calling out Rashford. We accepted of Sancho because Sancho's been actually doing quite well recently. Those English players, how they persistently are allowed to play. Like I just don't get it. So unless like I said, they're doing some charity work. I know Rashford saved the children. Maguire, you know, maybe he's trying to get the Greek links with England. I don't know what's going on with there, you know. And he was and Shaw, you know, I don't know. KFC, I don't know. I literally have no idea what it is because Shaw shouldn't have started. Teles has been far better.
Like bro, look at how good he was once he came on, and look at how good his crosses were.
20 minutes. 20 minutes. Fundamentally, like it's difficult to make a full assessment because I think that we picked the wrong team from the get go. I don't really know. When I saw Lindelof playing at right back, I was like, I mean, he can play there, but we've got Dallo and Wan-Bissaka on the bench. Like, why are we? And we're playing a back four, but we're playing a back three. If we're playing a back three, that's fine. But you can't have Rashford as a right wing back and Shaw as a left wing back, especially Rashford because defensive mindset doesn't make sense. So the starting lineup didn't make sense from the get go. Maguire, we already said enough said. I'm not going to talk about Maguire anymore because, and I don't think there's any point because like we know that he's garbage. Like. What we're going to add on to the fact I would start Phil Jones over Maguire. I actually think Phil Jones is a better defender than Maguire. I'll say that now. He's better because I don't remember Jones conceding 5 goals to Liverpool for Manchester United.
Red Devil, I need to ask you a question.
Yeah, go on.
Why does Maguire have fanboys? Why does he have fanboys?
No,
he actually has fanboys. He has fanboys on.
I don't know
what fanboys they have. I mean,
I must have them blocked on
the
Twitter.
royal family doesn't. Let me see. The royal family and the EDL don't count. So apart
no,
from
bro,
the EDL and the family,
exactly.
United sure journalists rate this guy, bro. They always give him excuses, bro.
I told you it's just English. We're talking about English tax. Can you give me an example when Maguire and Shaw have been criticised by the media? Give me examples. They happen to be English, and enough said. So I'll just put that to one side. They don't get criticised. You know, at least Shaw had a good season, somewhat good season last season. But anyway, put that aside. I actually would have I know this sounds bad, but I actually would have preferred the 1-0 to Atletico Madrid. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you why. Because of literally what you guys have just said. Because I know for a fact, more so a fact that if we'd lost 1-0, Simeone would have parked a bus, a lorry, a truck at Old Trafford. He wouldn't have come out. He wouldn't have wanted to play because his mindset would be, I need to protect my lead. Much like what happened in the second half, he was like, right, I'm 1-0. I could continue to press, but I'm going to not and put 8 and 9 men behind the ball and allow United to come into the game. At 1-1, it's like, okay, it's going to be basically a reimagining of what happened in this game where he will probably come out and press because he knows he can press this United side. If they score, great, and then he'll go back and do what he does.
Yeah, to defending again.
Simeone is. I remember the same thing against wasn't it Leipzig in the COVID season? I think Atletico, if I remember, they went ahead.
Yes.
And what did he do?
When
did he go on and
they equalized? Then they went back to
and he went back to defending. You know, so
sick.
So it's predictable. So I'm not lying when I say I would have rather we actually lost the game 1-0 because I know that if he came to Old Trafford, he will literally start with I'm going to protect my lead until we score a goal, and then he will then come out, and by then we would have potentially killed off the tie. Now, this gives Simeone incentive to actually play a bit better football, which means that the second tie will be okay, might be entertaining, or it might be mess. I don't know. Lastly, I'll add, we looked a lot better when Matic came on with the extra midfielder. Pogba, you know, it is what it is. I think she played what Bruno played, but put that to one side. And you saw obviously what Elanga did. He's got more intelligence right now than Marcus Rashford. Because Marcus Rashford not score that goal.
He looks a far. It's. Do you know how this is how scary it is? Rashford plays like he's 19. Elanga plays like he's 24, 25. Elanga plays as if he's got more maturity and more level-headedness to his game than Rashford. Like Rashford, I'm like, the way that you just quickly rush into things and go quickly, I'm like, bro, you've actually had a few years at this, so you're not that young. But Elanga seems much calmer and more aware of what he's doing than Rashford.
And he seems to actually listen to the structure. Because if you can tell, like, I don't know what it is, but I don't think Rashford is actually listening to Ragnick's instructions. I don't know why. He doesn't defend. when we press, when we're supposed to press in the first half, he doesn't actually. He doesn't press, or at least he does. It's not a joint press. He doesn't do that either, where Elanga does. So I don't know whether it's because he believes his own hype, or whether he thinks that Ragnick is just here for partially wait for the season, is going to leave. But he's been poor, you know. So it is what it is.
Did you know my theory? I don't know what you guys think about it, because you just said something and it just sort of put something in my brain. I do feel that it's not really the helping the kids. It's not really that's one thing. It's the MBE.
Okay.
I think him receiving the MBE and having such a massive spotlight, I think whenever he plays, he sort of feels as if he has to sort of, and Ragnick isn't a kind of authoritarian who will sort of like put down the rule of law, you know, because he's like manager stroke interim.
No, what?
I
think
that he's not a guy who'll be like, oh no, like that, bro, and everything that. So because bro, if that was a Mourinho or so forth, or if that was Fergie, when he lost the ball that led to an Atleti counter, Fergie would have hooked him off straight. I'm like, wait, what the hell are you doing?
I mean, mate, I don't know.
Shout at him.
We've seen
Ragnick
this.
is not going to shout at him. So
I think Ragnick is a fraud, but we've seen this with successive managers right now. That, you know, anyone that knows United knows that we are a socially media-driven club at the end of the day. So at the end of the day, you know, even if you actually look at back a couple of games, Ragnick actually dropped Rashford, Maguire, and Shaw, all these players, and brought in as players. Within, I think, the first 2 or 3 games, he dropped them. And then after several games, they're back into the squad again. Why? Because someone higher up has basically said you've got to pick these players. This has happened under successive managers now, under Jose, under to certain Ollie, under Van Gaal as well, where you have to pick these players because we invested in them. There might be something in the contract, or it's just a question of like we like these certain players, whatever it is, because it doesn't make sense that someone like Tellez doesn't get any game time over Shaw, who's had terrible performances. Maguire, enough said, but they keep getting picked. Chelsea, Lukaku's been garbage. He gets dropped. Havertz comes in and balls. And congratulations to Chelsea, by the way. I always knew that they were going to get through that little.
Thank you. Now, carry on with United.
Ralph, don't.
No, I know, but you can carry on with United. Go.
No, Ralph.
Keep going.
No. It's just I knew they win.
I don't want to hear Chelsea out of your mouth, so don't. So
yeah, no, it's cool. So you're through to the quarterfinals anyway. But yeah, fundamentally now, because I'm speaking too much. At the end of the day, I am quite happy with the results, because we showed that we could score and have some fights, even though, like I said, I would have preferred us to go in a 1-0 for the reasons that I've stated, because I just think, and everyone who knows me, who's known as Pound, knows I have a Simeone Atletico Madrid agenda. I generally think his football is dead. He's not helped players out. Even I think Jamal will know. I remember when they played Liverpool, I was rooting for Liverpool in that game because I couldn't stand Atletico ball, and they won that game not because they outplayed Liverpool, but because of their dirty, Greek sort of tactics that just for me are anti-football.
It's awful. He's probably. See, for me, I'm trying to think. Who do I hate more, Werner or Simeone?
Oh. What about Yakubu?
For me, Werner, bro.
No, as in somebody that's currently in football right now. I think it's going to be. I know it's going to be still Werner. But Simeone is catching up. I mean, Werner is still my most.
Why isn't Simeone inducted into? Simeone needs to be inducted at least, man.
No. Simeone isn't. He's in Class C. After this, he's in Class B. He's in Class C. He's in Class C.
Wait, can I go? I have to go quick. I just want to say. Well, obviously, Obviously, I didn't see the game. I was watching the Liverpool game, so that's what I really came to talk about. But from what you guys saying, it's sounding like Atletico, like they drop a bus, they park the bus today. That's what you guys are saying.
No. It's like they went 1-0 up, but then they parked the bus after going 1-0 up.
That's what I'm saying. And how Felix played, Chich? Did he ball today?
He balled, and he scored a very good goal. But the issue is that
when he was allowed
in this Bournemouth defensive team.
This thing.
This guy needs to be freed up. He needs to be freed up, man.
He balls
Yeah,
when
he
he's
needs
allowed to
someone.
play. So go on, Jamal.
Yeah, I mean, somebody has to buy this dude, man. I mean, come on, Pep, Chelsea, someone. Because I'm
Jamal,
sorry, but this guy.
Jamal, you're officially 3 points behind Man City. It gets real.
Oh,
It's real.
it gets real.
So what?
Bro,
So what? Do I hear a quadruple? Quadruple?
No. But it's
Because
I have
your
to
first
say,
trophy is on Sunday, apparently. That's what the streets tell me. Jamal, the streets tell me that Sunday you claim the first of a quadruple. That's what the streets tell me.
I don't know about that, but HH, I mean, it's Leeds stocks, but HH, today was the best football I've seen from Liverpool in a while. I mean, the flicks, the tricks, the football, it was amazing.
Jamal,
And
Sunday. Jamal,
Yeah.
look, being rough, and then like, what's like, you see, we have to deal with a guy called Lukaku and Van. See, can you just feel sorry for people like me and Ralph? Can you feel sorry because you have Mane, you have Jota, you have all these kind of guys. We have to deal with Lukaku, Werner, and so forth. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, and HH, he didn't score today, Diaz, but you're gonna see it on Twitter. He dropped some bodies today, man. I mean, he's bringing that South American flair, man. This guy, when he gets fully fit and when he gets used to the system, he's gonna be amazing. But HH, can you pull up the table? And I want you to check I want you to check the scores again because Mane scores today, and you'll see how it looks. The assist and the goal score, it's looking scary. I wouldn't lie.
Oh, the top goals, scores, and assists. Yeah.
Oh my God! You see,
I think rumors said.
I'm actually worried. No, Ralph, I'm actually worried about Sunday, man. Because
Ralph,
because
Salah get 2 assists today.
If Lukaku starts and Liverpool drop 5, I'm running buying, bro.
It's gonna be a close game, bro. It's a final.
This is my thing. If Lukaku starts, drops to disaster class. If Werner drops to disaster class, and Liverpool puts 5 on us in a final, I'm joining Bayern.
That won't happen. It's a final. Chelsea are great in finals. We don't have a good record against Chelsea in finals, but bro, we're confident. Look at that.
Oh my God!
Wow.
The fuck?
6-19 for Salah, 12 for Jota, 11 for Mane. It's the front three.
Oh my God!
Jeez. Literally, Jared Bowen was the only. Where are the City players though? That's what I don't understand.
They're my team.
Nasty,
bro. That's nasty. But I'm gonna say, Sunday's gonna be huge, man, and may the best may the best guy win. All I'm saying is, win, lose or draw, I'm gonna be here. Are you? If Chelsea lost bad, are you going to show up?
No. If Chelsea gets trashed, Ralph will host it. I'll give you the password and everything. You can
emergency hangout. That's it.
Yeah, so I'm out, guys. So guys, I'm out. I just want to say free Felix, man. Free Felix.
Hey, let me speak on the game.
And I'll see you guys Sunday. Sunday or Saturday.
So before I come to Delta, let me just take some dubs and I'll come to the rest of you guys. We'll do it a quick fast so we can get through these things. So, your boy Yassi Sideman, thank you for the dub, Yassi. Bruno really is Thanos. So you won't talk about how crap he was for the game. Okay. Top assister in the CL this season, that's a lie. And he bagged an assist today and he played like shit. I love this game. Yes.
Oh, how can you like a player like that? Honestly, no. Honestly,
I have no idea.
Like, I get it if you like Salah and like Ronaldo, but Bruno, bro, he's the worst, bro. This guy's shit.
This is nasty. Wait, David Ristovsky, thank you for the drop. So it starts for Atleti versus Milan. The ball was in play for a total of 50 minutes over the 90+ minutes game. Simeone is anti-football.
Wow.
The guy is.
They should induct this guy, man. Induct him. Class A, please.
That's not terribly off kilter for like the average in a football game. Like that, the best I've ever seen is like 60-65 minutes of the ball being in play. So 50 isn't that bad.
Man, it's bad to me. It's bad to me. Your boy, wait, can you change your name because it sounds like call your name something different? Like,
what is CHF? Does anybody know what currency that is?
I have no idea.
I've never seen that before.
So thank you for the dub. Yeah. CR37 is playing with a politician on on his left wing named Rashford, and with the new R9 from Amazon Prime named
It's a
Fred.
Swiss franc.
Also, Bruno
Shout out to the
plays big
Swiss.
games like it. No, look, Rashford. I said again, I think there's an MBE tax with Rashford, and as Ardias has said, I do feel there is pressure to play English players at this United team. That United 11 is not based off a meritocracy. There are guys that just
You
have
see
to
why
play.
I'm anti-Rice, bro. You see why I'm anti-Declan Rice. I don't,
Bro.
unless they come from our academy. I don't want them.
Yeah,
I don't want these English players,
Rafa,
bro.
I don't like relax. Rice cool, but I don't want that because then if you see it, then they just bring up no, relax, no, right, relax. Like
So Ralph,
go on eat it basmati, go on eat it basmati or Uncle Ben's, man.
He's from Cobham though, Ralph.
Nah, man.
Isn't that enough?
He got dropped for a reason. He got released for a reason, man.
Okay, your boy Abritz Fair, man. Abritz Fair says if Rashford didn't feed the kids, he would have been sold 3 seasons ago. No, he wouldn't have been sold, but he wouldn't have been played as much. He wouldn't have been sold, but he wouldn't have played as much. It would look bad for United to get rid of him because he's their mascot. #Zad. Even if he didn't feed the kids, because he's coming through the academy, they would still have sort of kept him. And the issue is that he does come out and he'll come with those games where he'll have a clutch big game moment. So he'll always be there, but he wouldn't be played at this moment. Like that whole MBE thing has given him a whole new tax, bro. Casey says moving from Simeone to Tuchel is like Casey.
Wow.
No, first of all, Casey.
Wow. Well, these Chelsea players give Tuchel bad rep.
So Casey, first off, worry about Napoli because you're in the Europa League. So I don't know even why you're here because this is like this because we're speaking fluent UCL, so I don't know how you actually understand what we're saying. So worry about Napoli. That's the first thing. And Casey, if you believe that this football is bad as Tuchel's, you're a hater. Tuchel is one thing. Simeone, this guy, he redefines anti-football because this is something that I've never seen in my life. At least Tuchel, I've seen it before. What Simeone is doing, I've never seen before in my life.
Bro, there's a sample size that Tuchel plays good football, man, at Dortmund and PSG. So Simeone, there's been no point in his career that he's played good football.
Never. The guy is a fraud. Lukman Osman says, "Who's Atletico's second keeper? He can't be any worse." Yeah, man. I don't know. Oblak, the guy has just he's fallen, bro. He's fallen. The guy's fallen big time. Case again says Felix Barca was almost done. Simeone. Oh yeah, it was close. I remember it was close. But let Chelsea take Felix, bro. Let him take Felix. He's not going to Barca. Let him take Felix, bro. David T. Tottenham really. Oh.
Oh dear. Come on, man.
I can't say that. Nice play on words and everything, but I'm not. Those words won't come out of my mouth. So, Shadhodo says the agents that convinced Felix to sign a 7-year contract, he should be sent to Alcatraz. That guy needs to go to prison. I'm going to find the name.
It's George Mendes. He's the agent of all the most of the Portuguese players.
He has to go to prison. He has to go to prison. David C. I predicted a 1-1 draw and 2-1 win for United at home. P.S. Shout out to that £100 million bag of cement being carried by Pulisic and his fellow bricklayers.
It's fair play.
David C. Thanks. I don't know. Yeah, fair play. But David C. You know what I always ask United fans is that when was the last time that you saw a trophy? I think it's going on to 6 years.
My only answer to that is when was the last
6 years? Yeah. So David C. Maybe you should stop talking slick and actually trying to win a trophy.
You're only about to
you have no leg to stand on.
The only rebuttal to that HH is when was the last time Lukaku actually touched the ball?
Sorry. English tax is worse than Catalan. Roberto greater than Maguire. I mean, Roberto's pretty bad, bro. Let's be real. Roberto is pretty bad. What's it called? Delta.
Yeah. Dude, this game was pretty frustrating. Not gonna lie, man. I thought it was gonna be quality, but really sat 2 hours to watch a United team struggle against a low blocks team managed by a psychotic anti-football. Goes by the name of Diego Pablo Simeone. I've said this before, man. He's only a passion merchant. I mean, he plays terrace football, and his main attribution in the game is being sent off the field. Look at the players he has on the bench. He's the highest paid football coach in the world, for God's sake. Now, about the game, let me take a moment of silence. So, Atletico Madrid, Leeds, Southampton, Brighton, Middlesbrough, West Ham, Aston Villa, Brentford, and Wolves. That's a combined total of 1 contribution in the last 9 games for CR Kelly. Scary hours. Now, where was he, man? You told me.
You said what? You said see what?
No, Ralph. He didn't say anything, Ralph, he didn't say
CR
anything.
Kelly, man.
No, he didn't say anything.
Alright.
Delta, continue. He didn't say
Wow,
anything.
that took a second.
Delta.
That took a second.
Relax,
But wow.
Delta. No, I say Delta. Just continue talking. We're not. Just continue talking.
Where was he at? Where was your go? It just Mr. Champions League had 1 shot the whole
Lack of
game.
service.
You know, I was hearing shots like go, go, go. Well, reality took it personally, man. The Wolf Jimenez kept the so-called go quiet. And scary hours for him, man. It's like look, United are gonna go through.
Okay,
but
Delta,
I don't see
you're
him.
done. Delta, you're done. Delta,
Get this guy out of here, bro.
PSG INC,
Say that comment,
talk
bro.
over this bill. PSG INC, talk to me. Why can't they provide service for my goats,
That's amazing.
Cristiano Ronaldo? And why is Simeone allowed to coach for football teams in the year of our Lord 2022?
I mean, I didn't watch the game the whole 90 minutes, but from what I saw a bit. I mean, Ronaldo, first of all, is finished. We just need to clear this, all right?
Wait.
Whoa. What about the other guy? What about the guy at your
Working
club?
for him to come to PSG?
No. When did I do
guy at
that?
your club?
Listen. All right, listen. Messi, that's another question. That's another debate. Let's talk about United. They play today, all right? Ronaldo is sadly finished because the only thing he can do right now is finishing, and he isn't even that good at it anymore. And he's playing at a side that can't create any chances. And I mean, Elanga is outperforming him. What can we say? I mean, Simeone. I mean, we're used to it now, HH. You shouldn't be surprised by this performance from Atletico Madrid. We knew as soon as they scored.
Why is he still allowed in football? PSG, why is he still allowed to coach? Why is he still allowed? I need him out of here, bro.
If you were the FIFA president, what would you do with Simeone right now?
No, I'd ban him from football management because you're not promoting the game in the right way. I'd ban him, 100%.
Sanctions.
Get out of here, man.
Come on.
I mean, he has used these tactics. He reached 2 Champions League finals, 1 in Europa League. That's why he's continuing with this. I mean,
and what happened in those 2 finals? He lost both of them. Now what?
But he played against Real Madrid and prime Barca, prime Real. Of course, he's gonna lose that. But most teams like Bayern, Real in the first time, he won against them. So that's why he's continuing with it. But for me, Simeone, last season, he should have left Atletico Madrid. It was the best farewell for him. He won the La Liga, should have gone. Now his legacy at Atletico Madrid will just be ruined. And let's talk about Oblak. I mean, he was one of the best goalkeepers in the world. We remember that Liverpool performance. And now, I mean, why was he going so much to the left? It's like a FIFA goalkeeper when you're moving with the right stick. He was moving all the way to the left. I don't know why. But Elanga, me being Swedish, big up for him. I mean, he has a bright future.
He's Swedish. I thought he was English.
No,
he's Swedish. Yeah, he's Swedish. He played. He got called up. I think he get called up in international duty. I think he had his first cap for Sweden.
This makes sense because I was like, wait a minute, why aren't they hyping this guy?
No,
that's why.
So why do you think Rashford starting over? I'm told you, English hype.
I'm like,
English bias, English tax.
I'm not saying much like Elanga is the next big thing. Oh,
Just let me go next, bro.
This guy's
but to end it, I mean, Rashford isn't a creator. Who played the right wing today?
Sancho.
I mean, Sancho, I don't know. I mean, at Dortmund, he was amazing, creating so many chances for Haaland and who was it before? Paco Alcácer even. I mean, even Paco Alcácer became a GOAT with playing with Sancho, and Ronaldo can't do it. Maybe it's Ronaldo's fault.
Hey, I mean, someone on the camera asked.
I mean, the thing with United, they shouldn't have signed Ronaldo in the summer. They signed him for only one reason, and that's like history. He was a former United player, and it would make all the United fans happy. Logically, it wasn't a good transfer. They didn't need him.
Until they get knocked out of the Champions League, he can still lead them to victory to win this trophy.
Yeah, but I mean, they need to think futuristically. Like United, ever since Ferguson left, have been shit. I mean, we have to be honest. They have been shit. And them signing Cavani, an old striker, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, an old striker, Ronaldo, an old striker, it's the same thing. It's only right now they want some goals instead of building a team, building a squad. I know PSG are doing the same thing, and I don't agree with it. You shouldn't be signing these old players, retirement players, and hope they will fix your team. It doesn't work like that.
PSG, there's nothing you can say that will make me deny the powers of CR7. So you can keep talking and everything.
Yeah, I mean, he can shut me up and score a hat trick.
Ability to do amazing things. PSG, there is nothing you can tell me until they get knocked out of the Champions League.
Yes,
there
but
is still a chance of this guy leading United to the Champions League. And because these losers known as Atletico don't know how to freaking attack, he's dropping a
reverse fix. It's finished.
Dude, the only bad signing the PSG made was Sergio Ramos because of injuries. I don't think anyone,
Yo. Wait. Did you say bad? The only bad signing PSG made was Ramos?
But yeah, for like last summer.
No. There's even one worse transfer than Ramos, and it's not Messi.
Last summer?
It's Wijnaldum.
Wijnaldum, yeah.
The donkey.
No,
He's a donkey. He's a donkey.
I don't even consider him a footballer.
He's a donkey.
This guy's just there to take a vacation in Paris, man. This guy's not a footballer.
I mean, I don't know. Klopp did some magic. How is he 84 rated on FIFA?
Not even that, dude. He's getting paid like 10 million a year. 10 million a fucking year.
Fair, he scored 2 goals in the semi-final in the CL, and he's got a Champions League.
Against Barca.
So who else wants to talk on this?
Yes, bro. I've been waiting for hours, bro. Let me go. Let me talk.
Who says is that Baby Goat?
That's Baby Goat. Young Goat.
Okay, why you call Baby Goat? But it's fine. Talk to me. Okay, Baby Goat and then Vilton. I'll come to you straight afterwards. Baby Goat, talk to me.
Okay, cool. First off, I live in London. I mean, I'm from London, but I live in Manchester right now. And the only fans I see are City fans and Liverpool fans. I think the only United fans are in London. Okay? That tells you something about United fans. Okay? I watched the United game. I watched the United game this week, and I watched the Chelsea game. Terrible week of football. Anti-football to Caliban. And
are you a Liverpool fan?
Can you not tell by my accent what fan I am, bro?
No.
There's different people here from around the world.
Well, I have a London accent, so I'm an Arsenal fan, bro. So stop.
Wait. Come on. Who's this guy, man? Get out of here.
Get to the point. Let
me cook, man. Let me cook.
Let him reach, man. Let him cook.
Wait, what's my card?
No, wait. Hey, just no. Hey,
red card, man.
Oh, yellow card. Yellow.
For 5 years.
Keep talking. The streets will tell me what your fate will be.
No.
You
give yellow cards for opinions that are not.
The streets will decide your fate. Keep talking. The streets will decide your fate.
Okay, I'm pressing. Okay, listen. You lot need to stop this anti-Rashford stuff. Rashford is not that bad of a footballer. You need to stop this. I fucking hate it.
I think, dude, he's terrible.
No, he's not terrible.
He's terrible, man.
What do you mean?
Let Baby Coat land. I think he's trolling.
Let me cook, man. He scored 21 goals last season, and he scored 22 goals the season before. I don't think Rashford's that bad because he looks down on the ball when he runs. So what, man? I don't think he's that bad. Like, it's like a lot of people have groupthink when it comes to football. If one person says something, everyone else follows. It's terrible. Have your own fucking opinions. Do you know what I mean? Rashford is not that bad. I'm an Arsenal fan. I think Rashford's not that bad, honestly.
You take Rashford at Arsenal.
RDS, do you really think Rashford is that bad of a footballer? Honestly,
No, I'm asking you. Would you take Rashford at Arsenal?
what? I took Welbeck. You think I wouldn't take Rashford?
That's fair. That's fair. That is fair. You guys did take Welbeck. Yeah.
We took Welbeck, bro, and it wasn't terrible.
Where's
Wait,
Welbeck now?
so guys, I've put out a poll for you to decide the baby goat's fate.
Hey, what?
You can't give that to the streets, HH. They're gonna
Baby
want
goat,
blood,
man.
bro.
The streets will decide your fate, baby goat. So baby goats, while you await your fate, Wilson, talk to me about United.
Hey, yo, Wilton.
I think I honestly think it was
baby
a
goats. I
terrible
said,
game.
Wilson, can you? Baby goats, I said you should mute your mic. Wilson,
Can I
talk
cook,
about
please?
this
Someone let me
United
cook, man. Like, let me.
I know, but baby goats, I did say you should mute your mic.
Hey, Chase, give him like 1 more minute. Can you have 1 more minute? Just finish your point.
Okay, 1 more minute. Okay, 1 more minute.
You better run, bro.
1 more minute. Hey, what the fuck? Okay, listen. I think it was a terrible game of football. I fucking hate United, but it was a terrible game. Atletico versus United. That's a terrible fixture in total. But listen, United got the job done. Elanga, I don't think he's that great of a footballer. I think because he's young, people get excited. He's new on the streets and all that. But I don't think he's that great. But he scored the goal. He got the goal done. I mean, Atletico Madrid, Joao Felix and all that.
Wait, you said he's from the streets?
No. Okay, it's cool. Okay, baby go. Thanks, bro. So, actually,
homeless.
I think so Wilson, before you go, I think we have a decision here. So, let me just keep in mind. So, baby go. I think you're in luck, bro. You're in luck. You're actually in luck. So, 11. So, 12% said nothing should happen to you. 13% said I should give you a warning. 28% said a yellow. 46%. Baby goat, this is your debut.
Whoa.
Debut.
Wait, what? Wait, a red on my debut?
Yeah. No, baby goats. I know.
Why?
I've had one too, man.
The majority of the people
Enjoy
said to
yourself
keep him.
and have a good one. Adios. Milton, talk to me.
That's messed up, it's just, man. Let the Arsenal guy live. He's supporting Arsenal already enough, man. But as for this game, I knew it was gonna be a very boring KG game. I knew if the moment Atleti scored, that's why I really wanted United to score first. But the moment Atleti scored, you knew they were just not gonna play football anymore in the second half, because in the first half, that man-to-man press they were doing against United was so effective. They could have scored 2-3 goals in that first half, but the moment the second half comes in, these guys, oh my god, I hope United knock these losers out the Champions League, honestly. And as for Manchester United, bro, my goodness, bro, this is a UCL night, bro. And you guys are turning up like that, bro. My goodness, Fred, bro. Felix destroyed Fred, bro. I felt sorry for Fred. I'm not gonna lie, it's just I low-key did feel sorry for Pogba. And as for Pogba, it's just I love Pogba, World Cup winner, everything on that, but it's just
World Cup winner. Stress that point. Say it again. What's it? World Cup winner.
It's just he's not consistent enough. It's just like you can't just do it for one night and be inconsistent. Like he's inconsistent. It's just like you can't be world class if you just inconsistent. It doesn't work like that. You need to be turning up on those nights. And I don't think Pogba has ever done that. United, fair to him though. United were barely in the Champions League when he's over there. So this is Bruno, I think, first Champions League knockout. And he got an assist, even though he dropped a disaster class. But he's putting his stats up. As for Ronaldo, I wasn't expecting, but I've said this season. If you watch Ronaldo's entire season, when he goes against a team that's organized, he's not going to score. He didn't score against Chelsea. He didn't score against City. He didn't score against Liverpool. And he's definitely not going to score against Atletico Madrid with their pragmatic, the way they play. Because Ronaldo will score against the lower team in the Prem, but when it comes to a team that's actually has an okay manager or organized, he's not going to score it. It is what it is. I'm not going to be surprised if he score like in the second leg. Maybe he gets a penalty or something. I think United going to go through regardless, but like, I'm sorry.
So
after watching this week, it's just the team that play this week are not going to win the Champions League. I'm sorry. Like Chelsea, Lille, Juve, Villarreal, Atletico, United,
Respect
Benfica.
Ajax, man.
You guys are just there for vibe, bro. Honestly, like United, Atleti, whoever goes to the quarterfinal.
But who do you think is going to go through between them? Between both of them, who do you think goes through?
United for sure. Forget Atletico. It's better for the Champions League for United to go through too, anyways. Because I'm sorry, Atletico are trash. Like I don't like Atletico anyway.
No, man. But Vilton, you didn't speak about Kondogbia and N'Golo Kondogbia.
Wait, hold on. Okay, I mean, Vilton, just round off your points because I need to take some dubs and we need to move to the other point. So round off your
No. All I'm saying that I won't be surprised if Ronaldo score a brace in the second leg. It's gonna be at home. There's no way United lose at home. No way.
Vilton, minimum brace.
Easy, but as for that, it's just you can literally say with your chest, they're not gonna win the Champions League. It's just you telling me this United team against an organized PSG, City, Liverpool, or even Bayern. You're telling me they're gonna beat
Chris,
those
anything
teams,
is
bro.
possible. With Chris, anything is possible.
They were so lucky they didn't actually drew us because remember they switched the draw. We would have smashed them 7-0. I'm saying to you right now, 7-0.
I mean, you do say that, but you were kind of supposed to smash us 7-0 when we were playing like BTEC kids in a playing team that didn't kind of.
That was not even. That was like.
Hold on, let me bring in some dubs. Hold up. So
okay,
now I'm not that stupid. Anita, I'm not that stupid. I know what this says. So I'm just going to call you Anita. You sick man. You sick fellow.
Why is Robbie?
RDS, it's not artist. This is not funny. Artist,
I'm actually laughing at the fact that Robbie has a Spurs top on. That's what I'm laughing at with the Abbey. I'm like, why does Robbie have a Spurs top on with the Abbey?
Conte is it made for war? He runs away. Hashtag Lukaku. Hashtag World War III. Interesting. Thank you for that, Anita. Yeah, says United will win the second game because McGregor from Scotland will make it. Yeah, man. I mean, you need help, bro. Yeah, but thank you for the job, bro. I mean, thanks, bro. Abracadabra, alakazam. CR37 fanboys attacking Henry for saying R9 is the real Ronaldo. They are sad, stupid idiots. Henry is right, and I've been saying that from before. So me and Henry know what it is. And also, see, because it depends on how old you are. So if you're young, yeah, Ronaldo. But if you were born of a certain time, bro, Ronaldo is Ronaldo. Christina is Christina. Javi was right about Limone. Holla bowling. Yeah, we'll talk about Holla briefly. And HH, for me, Liverpool's our favorites for the CL. They look good. Liverpool look good, but also City as well, because City dealt with those dudes. I mean, if you have a City-Liverpool UCL final, that might be the only final that I wouldn't mind both teams of the
UEFA going to make that the quarters. UEFA aren't going to have a City-Liverpool
final.
Yeah,
I know. And from Anita again says, I apologize to Jose. Conte is bold. Hashtag give up. Hashtag quit. Oh, thank you. Jaden Alvarado, man. Thank you for that, Jaden. Despite my CR7 and United support, I'm always humble because anything can happen. I knew the bad passes and no crosses was going to be a problem. Insult CR37 all you want. If you don't supply him, if you don't create for him, how is he going to score? If you create for him, he's going to score. And all those dudes for United, just not give him any bit of a sniff. The guy's 37. He can't run. What do you expect? Abritz Ferris says, Rash fits kids. For those CR37, respect your elders, man. Lauren Routes, man. Oba. So thanks for the David C says, and my rebuttal HH is that
he doesn't speak treble. That's the problem.
No, wait, let me read the double.
You don't understand the question because you don't speak the language.
And my rebuttal HH is that I was not even born when we allegedly won a treble.
You were
in the last minutes of injury time because they were actually 92 minutes played, but we actually scored in the 93rd. So
you were though because you saw it and you were angry about it, and you got hit.
Normally, people win games in regulation, not in the last 2 minutes of injury time. So injury time tax.
You mean
I know.
I get
it. In the time tax, bloody cheats. Yeah, says PSG fanboys are haters. CR7 destroyed them in 2018.
He did.
Ash. You know, I don't think they hate us so much.
It was like a penalty.
Historic stinker from Paul, the World Cup winner Pogba. Worse than Wijnaldum? No. Relax, man. Yeah, these PSG fanboys should know Mbappe's eye. No, it's not. No, it's not. It's R9. It's not CR7. It's R9. No, it's not CR7. Relax. David C. On a reel, this version of CR37 is too limited. But it's what I said. Didn't Cristiano also rely on supply during the three-peat at Real Madrid? Now, but he's older, but he has been a finisher for the latter part of his career. So it is what it is. Casey, can't wait for the stream when next month is going to be crazy. United are not going to go out. They're going to go through. But Casey, I expect you on this stream if United win the UCL or if Portugal end up on that World Cup, bro. I expect you on this stream.
Or if Napoli lubricate Barca, that's
Oh yes. David T says lifetime ban. Nah, no lifetime, just like a 5 Hangouts ban. Leave baby go to alone. Well, too late. He's already gone, bro. Sorry, man. Kelvin Tahiro, oh Lord. Thank you for the dub. Florentino Perez was sleeping and then he saw a strange figure in his room. He thought it was a ghost. He turned on the lights and it was Penaldo. He got scared and said a big game is coming. Pendu vanished. Oh, Kelvin, that's a bit that's a bit. But Kelvin, come on, man. I mean, look, you're being too harsh on Cristiano. Although, look at Varane, look at Cristiano. Perez always sees the future, man. So, Anthony, the GOAT, are you an Ajax fan? Why do you have Anthony as your AVM?
I'm a Spurs fan on loan, supporting Anthony wherever he goes.
Where are these Spurs and Arsenal fans coming from, man? But you're humble at least. You sound humble at least. The other guy was like coming out with some reason and then said he was an Arsenal fan and then said, I speak like this, therefore you should know what team I support.
Wait, hold on.
That was weird.
Okay, let's just talk briefly about this whole thing. Now, the thing I want to talk, because before we go to Liverpool, Benfica and Ajax, game was quality. Way better.
That was back to back.
It was way better than the thing it gave. So, before I even come to you, Anthony, because here's my thing. So Hala is on 11 goals.
12 if you include his own goals.
You know, how did Cristiano get 17 goals?
I mean, he's the greatest of a generation, man. That's why. And it's funny. It's you know what's sick about it? He actually almost did it back to back in 2016. I don't know. He slowed down. Because he got to 15, then he just slowed down afterwards. I don't know why he didn't go for it.
No, but so I think they said that he dropped 5 on Malmo.
It's just the fact that because that was that's why I thought that season he was gonna break it because
bro. He dropped 5 on like no, but
it's crazy. It's just because in 2014, right?
It's never getting beaten. That record
he scored I think 10 goals in the group stage, but 2016 he was on pace to break the 17 goals because he scored 11 goals just in the group stage. So I just thought he was just gonna keep scoring, and it would get 18. We thought Lewandowski was gonna break it in 2020. He did it. But yeah, man, Ronaldo was just a freak in front of goals, man.
No. That is because I think for me, like what Hala for me, the problem with Hala is Ajax not going to go. See, if Hala had this and he was playing for Bayern or Man City, he'd have a chance. But because it's Ajax, he may score 1 or 2 when they go to Amsterdam. But if they meet a Man City, Hala's only chance is if he scores 2 in the second leg and they get
Villarreal,
Salzburg.
Juve.
Maybe even Chelsea.
You think Salzburg's going to be behind?
Wait. Who said Salzburg?
Bayern or S.
I think
there's no way they lose to
Bayern,
Salzburg, right?
Here's your answer, man.
No. All right, I take that.
But if they do lose at home to Salzburg, like induct Nagelsmann.
I want to come to you, Daniel. Anthony to go, man. Talk to me, man. Ajax, do you think how far can these guys go, or do you think Benfica may be able to say what's up?
No, I think we are going to win in like next leg in Amsterdam because I think this match was very back and forth, but it was obviously at Benfica. And we made some dumb mistakes. Haller scored an own goal.
Well, that's wait. What's happening with Onana? Like, why isn't he in goal?
He left. He's Isn't he going
Also,
to Inter?
because I thought that transfer to Inter was happening in the summer.
I think the keeper we have has been good. Like,
but that was a horrible mistake, bro. That was okay. So let me just get it straight. So you were previously a Spurs fan, but now you're an Ajax fan.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's stressful. I stopped. I went on loan in January because of the transfer window. But I've always the stress, man.
I don't get what stress, man. Nah, man. Nah, this channel is different, man. Because
like, bro, he actually waited until January when the transfer window opened.
Everybody's on loan these days.
It had to be in January. That's
so many people on loan, man. Jeez.
Because do you know what the business is? That if you go on loan, you can't say that you're a fake fan. You're just on loan. You're still a sports fan, but you're on loan. So you can always go back. So you're still a sports, but you're just on loan somewhere else.
Yeah.
Carry on, man.
So, like, I think for me, the reason why I started supporting Ajax was Anthony. He's a
wait, let me just shut. Okay, let me just show my camera.
All right. So I think we can reach if we play against Villarreal. I think even Bayern, because they're open in the back. I think the way we play a lot. We can outcap them in terms of possession. We can outcap them in terms of possession. And
sorry, bro. Keep going.
Are you reading the comments, Milton, about the physical? Like, bro, did you have to take a medical?
Bro, it was long.
And the bleed test and everything.
Transfer deadline day. When I heard it was Bentancur and Kulusevski coming in, I left quick. Anyway, so what I'd say is, I think we can reach like the semi-finals, and I think Haller can even reach 17 goals. I think if we play like Bayern, we will probably be able to get like. Nah, I'll be making a permanent transfer to Bayern, man. Nah, I can't. It's stressful.
No, I think Bayern have up their options. Got too many people on loan to Bayern on this channel right now. So Abani is there. I think Juju Man's there. So I think they're full up right now.
I'll try. I'll look maybe to like. I don't want to go to the Premier League. I think it's too competitive. All right. So yeah, I think Haller can score 17 goals. I think Ten Hag defensively, the team has been trash. I think set pieces. Martinez, like the centre backs are small, so like Timber and Martinez are like both 6 foot 5'11". So I think set pieces teams can get at us, but like, yeah, I think we can reach the semis. Haller can get 17 goals depending on the teams we play.
The free jersey.
Okay. Wait, does anyone have any have any thoughts on them? Actually, wait, Rob, talk to me. As a Dutch guy, man, you've got to give us that Dutch perspective, man. Do you think Ajax safely to go through? But remember, Ajax always seemed to be quite weak in Amsterdam. Remember, that was the same stadium that Lucas Moura dropped a 3-piece, and they always seem to actually do better away from home than at home. So, do you think Ajax should be a bit wary that they allowed Benfica to get it to 2-2?
Yes, they should be a bit worried because, it was a draw, but I still think they will go through because they're a much better team. They have been in better form. They have the better players, arguably. And also, why I think Onana wasn't in the team is probably because of his alleged doping issues in the past. So that's why even if he is still at Ajax, they won't play him because of his history with that.
Which is crazy, bro.
But wasn't he Like, wasn't he taking his wife's pregnant medicine or something?
He might not be registered for the squad.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, not even
because
him
he had to
because
register at a
he has to
certain time.
re-register in January. That's true. That's actually a very good.
I don't know.
Wait, so Rob, can you see that you actually have fans, Rob? Rob, do you realize that you have fans? You're actually now famous. How does that make you feel?
The same, really. It doesn't mean much to me.
So, Rob, you don't feel different that you're fully famous and people think that you're one of the main stars of this channel. That doesn't make you feel different or happy or joyous?
Well, maybe joyous to an extent, but it doesn't really have an impact on me or anything.
Rob, man, you are a legend, bro. Rob, you are a legend, bro. Like I said, like the guy, Rob, you're a legend.
He said maybe joyous.
Rob, I don't
like
care what anyone
this,
says.
yeah,
You are one of the most unique people that I've ever known virtually. So, Rob, from me to you, I think you're a legend.
Is that I don't really care, age, man. I mean, like, it just is what it is,
So, Rob, you're not gonna reply to me calling you a legend?
Thanks.
Okay. No, Rob is quality. He's that good. Rob is that good. So let me.
Big up Rob, man. Big up Rob.
So what's it called? Baby Goat says this is a red card appeal. Hashtag. There's no no. You can appeal. It got rejected. So now 4. This is not going to be 4 now. So there you go. We do things quickly. So it went from 3 to a 4 Hangout ban. So there you go. Hey, Marcus Rashford, Rashford MB. Get that. Oh man! Oh, look at Rashford, man.
Bad, man.
I think you're going to be remembered more for that quote than actually anything to do with football. Okay, guys, we have to touch upon this, man. Because I want to save Tottenham till last, man. So let me just. What? Who
Can I speak on the Atletico Man United game?
Who is this?
Brian.
Okay, Brian, talk to me.
Yeah, I think Atletico need a new new blood, like a manager. You have seen this story like for 10 years of Simeone, like playing this defensive football. Yeah, I don't think he's a great manager. Like if United had better creators, they could have exposed Atletico more. And I think that they didn't give Ronaldo any good balls. The service wasn't there. So he couldn't score or do anything in the game. Did you see that free kick?
Yes.
Yes.
This is the most awkward there's ever been.
Not like 90 games without
Echo. It's Echo. Brian. Have you got the
Do you have headphones?
Headphones? They're broke at the moment, so like.
Hey yo, what is this hangout?
What's going on?
This shit is wild, bro.
No, Brad, okay, shout out people, Brad.
Yo, yeah. The echo's actually quite mad, man.
Oh, Brad, you know what, Brad? I'm sorry, man.
Yeah.
Okay, look. So guys, we have to also talk about this now, man. Oh yeah, 145. I'm not coming to you, Daniel, bro. I need to come. I need to talk to Salini. So, guys, we viewed it briefly, but guys, it gets real. It gets real. It gets real. Let me show you how it really gets.
Realer than 3 crack addicts.
Hey, you know it.
That's a throwback. That's a throwback.
So, okay, Daniel, man, look, man, it's official.
Liverpool winning the
26
league.
games played, 3 points behind.
What's almost more impressive is their goal difference is better.
Yeah.
So that's like a free point in the event.
Well, they dropped a 6-piece against Leeds. I mean, it's not that difficult, to be honest.
True.
So, I mean, look.
But that means if they win the game, let's say City and Liverpool play it out evenly until the game that's in April. If Liverpool win that game, because their goal difference is better than their top of the league, so it's not insignificant to have 70 goals and 20 against.
So I mean,
the title race is in Liverpool hands, bro. It's literally in their hands because
it is,
all they have to do is beat City. If they beat City, they just have to win all their games they're champions. All their games they're champions.
I don't like when people say that. When because it's never that simple of hey.
No, I'm not saying it's simple.
Yeah,
think about it. It's in their hands.
No, I mean,
how many games have they won in a row? Because obviously it says 5 there, but what's the actual number of consecutive wins?
The last time they lost, I think, was against wasn't it West Ham?
Yeah, when did they lose?
I think they've only lost twice.
No, it was
Leicester.
It was Leicester.
No.
It was Leicester 1. It was 1-0 to Leicester, bro.
Yeah, he's right. Just before New
Liverpool have
Year's.
only lost twice.
So
Maybe
are they
just
like
before New
7,
Year's.
8 in a row?
It's six in a row. It's six in a row. 6 in a row.
But HH,
So
can I just quickly
if
say
there's
something?
12 games left and there's 6
they won 6 games in a row.
Land, and then I'll come to you, Abdullah Daniel. So Daniel, look, man. So who has the moments? If you're going to put money on someone, is there someone to put money on, or it's impossible for us to say because you don't? Okay, put it this way: they play in basically that's my new hashtag #app9. They play April 9th. Do you believe that they will win all their games? So for the streets, that's game. I don't know whether that's at Etihad or the.
It's at the Etihad.
Oh, okay. So that game at the
tasty,
similar to the one in January. So, do you believe that April 9th will have a situation where City are 3 points ahead still? Or you think that maybe City will stretch their lead, or maybe City will drop more points to Liverpool? I mean, what's the likelihood that come April 9th, that could be a significant game? Or do you think City would have stretched the lead or Liverpool stretched the lead?
Again, and we mentioned this on the podcast. If the game was next week, or like maybe the early March, it's way more interesting to propose that question. That game is in 6 weeks, if my math is bad. I did English in university, so don't chat to me. But I think that's 6 weeks. That's a long time. And the permutations of things that can happen in 6 weeks are quite crazy. If you ask me, who do you put your money on, that question. Right now, the answer is it's obvious by the chart that you have in front of us, the table. It's Liverpool. They're hot. They're scoring goals for fun. And City have had their blips. So the smart money as of, midnight London time, 7 p.m. East Coast time, February 23rd, 24 is Liverpool. But again, in 6 weeks, the story could be totally different. And that's kind of the great part of watching football and the Premier League especially.
No, but my thing though is, because I think you put a point of like why Liverpool. Do you know why it's Liverpool? I don't know who to put money on, but do you know why it's maybe
City.
a little
You
smart
have
to
to
just
put
put
your
your eye
money on
on Liverpool? It's because LDO dropped.
Oh my God! Oh God! Please, enough! Not this money agenda.
Wait, Wilson, let me land. I beg. Mumbo. Let me land. I beg. My thing is, if Diaz is balling, Line is balling, the firm is boring, the Jot is boring.
You realize the more nicknames you give, the more likely that City wins.
Relax. Till.
Now this bald guy needs to shut his mouth. So, please,
wait,
please.
Shush. Disputed. Not so on disputed. So my thing is, because I like that. You see that? So if you have all these attacking weapons there, it could. I mean, basically, it's very exciting, and I hold my hands up.
Actually, HH,
I thought City already won this freaking league.
Yeah,
HH,
just quickly, because if you're gonna ask everybody on the panel, can we do like an investigative study of who do City play before Liverpool and who do Liverpool play before City?
I have it up.
Oh, you do? Okay.
Yeah. This is what I was gonna say.
Shout out to Wilton, bro.
Liverpool schedule is way harder than City. Because legit, I'm not even gonna count United because City's gonna beat them. I'm sorry, especially if Ronaldo starts. If Ronaldo started, they're gonna beat.
When was the last time City beat United at the Etihad?
Yeah, but this time you have Ronaldo, bro. Ronaldo's a passenger in this game, especially how Pep gonna press the hell out of you guys. He's not gonna be.
Read the list, bro.
But yeah, you got City have Everton, United, Crystal Palace, Brighton, Burnley, then the Liverpool game, Wolf, Watford, Leeds, Newcastle, West Ham, Aston Villa. And for Liverpool schedule's kind of tough, man. They have West Ham, Brighton, Arsenal, United, Watford, City, Villa, Everton, Newcastle, Tottenham, Southampton, and Wolf.
Yeah, that's tough for Liverpool, actually.
Liverpool have a tougher schedule, and Liverpool in the Champions League. I think the Champions
Can I
League
just
is
say,
gonna be a big
if
factor in it, too.
Filton, can I just say, apart from the obvious, which is the City game away, the game that worries me the most is Arsenal away. I'm very confident we'll beat United at home and Tottenham at home, but Arsenal away is a bit iffy. But HH, real quick on El Dio, I think he's revived his career. I think he might be back. And the reason why I think that,
What makes you say that?
because Diaz is now on the left, and I think in recent times, especially since COVID struck, I don't know why, but El Dio has lost some pace, and he's been struggling to beat his man, especially from the left, and you could kind of see that he wasn't really going anywhere in that position, but he's revitalized himself. He now plays through the middle, has hard work. He could finish with both feet. He's really good in the air despite being relatively small. It just suits him at this age, because he's almost 30. It just suits him, and I think he's still got a good few years left in Liverpool, and I think as for the rest of the team,
disputed with that 6-0 second station. Do you feel that the momentum is with Liverpool? So do you feel that Liverpool can say
so? Yeah, I think this game is really symbolic because 6-0 it represents like City versus Liverpool in terms of European Cups. But other than that, I think we're playing absolutely fantastically well.
That's
tough.
I think just Thiago. I know he's made of glass, and I know he always gets injured, and everyone laughs at him. But when he plays, it just adds a whole new dimension to this team. Thiago, as well as Fabinho, them two together with Van Dijk and Matip in the back. I'm so glad Matip finally got a solo goal. He's been trying for about 6 years now. I'm so glad he's finally got it. I think the team is just playing so well. We have so much depth. We don't have much injuries at the moment. We're really peaking at the right time. I don't want to be too positive, but it's looking really good. But still, if I had to pick between the CL and the Premier League, I would still go with the CL.
All right, Abdul, talk to me. Your thoughts?
I think City are going to win it. And the reason for why...
Before you go. So, guys, I've put up a poll. I don't know, maybe some have seen it, but I've put up a poll. So, chat streets, vote on the poll as to who you think you have your money on, City, Liverpool, or you don't freaking know. So, vote on that poll. Abdul, continue.
Yeah, I think there is a lot of optimism with Liverpool right now. But I think for City, bro, for City, I think like Spurs was the wake-up call, you know what I mean? And City can go on these crazy runs. And there is one big thing, like, I just can't see Liverpool beating City, bro. I just can't see it. They haven't beaten them in 3 years, bro. They haven't beaten them in 3 years. Like,
at the Etihad?
No, in general, bro. They haven't beaten them since 2019.
Abdul, are you saying this is an on-loan City fan?
No. I'm saying it from an objective standpoint.
Are you still on loan at Man City?
Nah, I terminated it after the Harry Kane.
Your channel is
Does
different.
Pep know?
Just Right. Okay.
What's going on with all them loans and everything, bro? Did I miss
No,
something?
Barry, it's called Jujuman tax. Blame Jujuman. He popularized this, so blame Jujuman. Abdul, continue.
Yeah, so like I don't know whether there's this confidence that they're gonna go to the MTI and win, bro. Like you haven't won there 3 years, and even the first leg, bro, like the first game at Anfield, I think City by far they were the better team. They just couldn't finish, and I think that's the story of the season, bro. Like they dominate every game, but some games they just go stuck. You know what I mean?
Abdul, I have to ask you this one question though. Have City ever played against Tara before?
Against who?
Thiago Alcantara.
Bro, Thiago, you know, like when I heard somebody call him a thumbs up merchant, bro. Like, bro, this guy's over. There's a reason why Pedri's benching him for the Spanish national team, man. Don't overrate this guy, man. There was a reason why, like, he wouldn't want to see. Like, he couldn't even make Barca's bench in 2014, man. Let it go, man. Let it go. But what I will say is, nah. All jokes aside, bro. Liverpool are an amazing team. But I just think for City, we gotta have a discussion about Pep if he bottles this league, because we all said it was finished.
Yeah.
And I think
no. You see, Abdul, I'm still going with City. I'm still going with Man City because for me, because it's crazy where they are now, and Liverpool are hot, and Liverpool. I think these guys can win one because again, Salah is angry after what Man did to him at AFCON. Diaz looks like if his money, so their attacking weapons are firing. Konate, so they look. If City slip up again, then I may give the edge to Liverpool. But as of right now, I'm giving it to City.
Yeah.
But if City,
you can't predict the City slip up again, bro, because I think now they've woken up. Don't you agree? Like I think now they're gonna go on that run. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And let's be honest, like if they beat Liverpool, it's finished.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's over.
So, and even if Liverpool draw, like I mean, if they draw, it will stay on, but City will have the advantage. And when you look at like, I just can't, I can't see Liverpool winning this title, bro. And maybe I'm naive, which I usually am, but I just can't. I can't see Pep bottling it because if he bottles the league this season and the CL, we gotta have a discussion about Pep.
No, we'll have a feast, man. We'll have a feast. No, but honestly speaking, Liverpool, I mean, it's interesting, but as someone like say they can go on these crazy runs, bro. They can go on these crazy runs. So before I come to
Abdul, could I real quick respond? He's not going to bottle the CL because Liverpool is winning that. Like, I'm actually really confident about that. I actually think it's in the bag. No. I think it's in the
Undisputed,
bag.
man.
I think, like, listen, I know nobody's ever said a CL is in the bag in the round of 16, but I'm so confident. I've never been more confident. I think AC Milan.
Undisputed. Didn't you guys get like low key outplayed by Inter Milan, bro?
It's a way at San Siro it can happen. But over 2 legs, no one is beating us. And in a final with this crop of players, I think I'm so confident. I've never been more confident about anything in my life.
Wait, so undisputed, could Liverpool potentially win a treble/quadruple this season?
No. The league will be really difficult. But
Liverpool's winning a quintuple, bro.
I'm just saying the CL is in the bag, man. I'm dead serious about this. I'm not even joking. I'm so confident.
Wait, Gatlock. Where's Gatlock when you need him, bro?
So undisputed. Do you think that
who's beating Liverpool? No one's beating Liverpool.
City are clip these.
Chelsea is inferior to us in every single way. PSG is not a well-balanced team. Real Madrid got smashed by PSG.
Disputed. So what will the score be on Sunday then against Chelsea in the Carabao Cup final?
To be honest, I don't care about this trophy unless we win, in which case it is a real trophy. But I think 2-1 for Liverpool. But I'm not confident about that. I'm talking European nights. Like there's no one that can match Liverpool. I am so confident. Who can beat Liverpool? Name me a team. Okay, name me one team.
No, in all honesty, undisputed.
He's not.
Like,
what about
the message? On the please read the message. It's from a Liverpool fan. I'm just. I don't know.
Listen, man. These people who believe in jinxes, they're delusional. Jinxes don't
I mean,
exist.
to be fair, when was the last time Liverpool beat Chelsea?
I honestly, I'm blanking right now.
Was
I
it
think we
the
beat
year
you guys.
Oh
no,
you
UEFA.
guys won the Prem, I think, right?
Like
Liverpool
Chelsea is just a
struggled
weaker team
against
with
them.
inferior players and an inferior manager.
No. Peter, I said again. I accept you being the favorites for Sunday. I accept it and so forth. I fully accept
course
it.
you do.
You know.
Of course
Wait,
you
what
do.
was that? What was that?
No, just the reverse jinx. Is
Like
fine.
so you guys mock me, but no one can name a team that can beat Liverpool in Europe.
No,
Chelsea.
Undisputed.
Like, what does that mean, bro? They have to actually play them
on the day.
first.
Yeah,
No one's
Real
beating
on the day
Liverpool,
can
man.
beat anybody.
No one.
In all honesty, though, like PSG, Bayern City, like in the
Bayern, we will wreck Bayern. We will give birth to Bayern.
In a European night, they can beat you guys. You guys are
No. We are
unbeatable.
giving birth to Bayern. PSG is horribly unbalanced. City
Bro,
are losers in Europe. Chelsea is inferior.
No, but Undisputed though. If you
La
compare
Liga is dead.
Undisputed, if you compare your starting 11 to PSG, like men for men, it's very close. It's actually
No, but
big gap
none of their
between
their front three doesn't even press. Like,
Well,
and
they
Marco
press
can only do
against
so
Madrid.
much. Nah, I'm
and Undisputed too. Undisputed. Don't forget, PSG is the only team that actually beat City this season. You guys didn't beat City this season.
Honestly, I don't even think the other team should bother showing up because that is how confident I am in this seventh tie trophy.
Wow.
AC Milan, humble yourself.
For your sake, Undisputed, I hope you guys will get any
Let me bring
injuries.
the boy Barry easy because Barry hasn't spoken. Barry, talk to me. Liverpool City, man. What's happening? Who you going with? Who are you rolling with? Liverpool have now cut the lead to 3 points now, so it's real. We have a title race on our hands.
All right. First of all, hello everyone, and shout out to Liverpool, man. They made it interesting. I thought that my whole focus was gonna be on the Serie table, but Liverpool made it interesting. But I think that City got this in the bag because I think that Tottenham, it's always a bad matchup for them. I can't even remember the last time a City dominated and won against Tottenham. So like I think it's the nightmare matchup. But see so far I haven't seen them like go on that losing streak where it's like, oh damn, City is really struggling right now, And when you're facing a team who already had 199 points, you're probably not gonna see them slip up like that. So for me, still advantage City because I think that so far during Pep's reign, we haven't seen them slip up like that in the league, except from his first season. But yeah, Liverpool made it interesting, so we're gonna have to see. And yeah, if both teams can hold up to their consistency, like City has to do, and Liverpool is doing it right now, April 9th is gonna be mad interesting. April 9th or April 6th?
9th.
Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
So let me just give you the results of our poll, man. So
Wait, HH, can I go for the Liverpool?
So I asked who do you have for the EPL? 17% says I don't freaking know with 3 exclamation marks. 34% said Liverpool. 50% said Man City. So people still believe Man City are going to be those dudes to say, what's up, man? I mean, like, I know it's 3 points, but again, I just feel City just have that thing. They have that thing to just go crazy on that crazy run, man. So let me hit this dubs real quick because then we have to talk about Antonio Conte and Spurs.
Wait, HH, before you do that, can I talk about City and Liverpool?
Who is this?
SK?
Okay.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I think Man City, they usually when Man City lose, they tend to go on big runs afterwards. Right. And so I think that they might do that again, especially when you can consider the fact that Liverpool do have like a harder schedule up until April 9th, to the point where I don't even think that game might matter because I don't see them beating every team that they need to beat and making a deep run in the Champions League. I feel like if they're going to, they might have to do one or the other. So I don't know. Undisputed is saying, like, I think like if they make a deep run in the Champions League, then I don't think they're going to be consistent enough to give Man City a title challenge, or vice versa, basically.
Okay. Let me just hit this Dobes and then we'll talk about Kungandi. From J Jock, it says, when is your album dropping? I need to hear yet. Me, and Moke, the guy who obviously did the outro, we are working on it. So I think we're going to meet sometime this week. We're working on the first single, and hopefully, I think the way that it's looking, because we're so busy, the album may drop in the next few months. But the single, the dot single should drop in the next few weeks. But we are working on it. Don't worry, the album is coming. The album is coming. There's going to be Dodd. There's going to be Zad. There's going to be Yesh. There's going to be how many CLs. There's going to be how good are you? The album's going to pop off. It's going to pop off. I'm trying to get Kendrick, J. Cole, and her to feature. So yeah, her is amazing, by the way. Casey says, always talk about Zuma's cats. CR7 abusing. Okay, I can read this in two ways. The first
it's
way
because
is
like the ball is flying up
the,
this.
no. The first way is because of his free kicks are so bad, they hit beds.
Or the other way.
Okay, good. All right, thank you. All right, thanks for that. Yeah, thank you. All right, cool. So moving on very swiftly. Yes, so Unis Bagura, thank you for the dub. Unis Bagura, thank you for the dub. Thank you for the dub, Unis, man. Kelvin Tahiru, man, says, as for Maguire, Captain Jack Sparrow and Captain America would do a better job than him. Subway wouldn't hire him. He doesn't even know where the bread is. Calvin, man, thanks for the dog, man. I mean, you have a very, can I say, a unique.
It's just you're not frozen, so we know you're moving. I don't know who played it, but
YSK Jackson, man, funny guy, man, funny guy. We know this is actually bordering on bullying. You know, would they do it if it was white? Okay, that's fine. Abrit's fair. Says, Daniel, you know exactly what I said. You know exactly what I said.
I know exactly.
Abrit's Fair said, yeah, and 9 minutes as well. Abrit's Fair says, remember Zad wasn't ratted. No, he would not.
Oh, man.
You know what's funny? RDS, you always find these jokes way funnier than everyone else because you're always the first to laugh loud at these Zad jokes. So it's.
No, I'm still waiting.
No, that's a good one.
No,
his debut.
That is funny for real.
Yeah. Oh. Also, artists, by the way, I think we're dropping that battle thing tomorrow. So.
Oh, cool.
Which one?
Wait, no, sorry, Friday.
Right, yeah.
You know what's called because we did a Batman versus Punisher battle because that's a 1 week before the thing is. So yeah, we'll drop that on Friday, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Chris says, thanks for the dub play, clown. Dickhead. Hamza Talks Football says Lewandowski would have broke the CR record. That's a great point.
Ooh, yes, but it was obviously
Lewandowski had 16, but in fewer games.
Because of what he had, 10 in the group stage.
16.
He had 16 goals and
16 in total. Sorry, yeah.
UEFA did my boy dirty, man.
Okay, so he ended up with 16 in total.
Yeah, just one fewer than Cristiano, but he played 3 fewer games because.
But can't you make the point that if he didn't ghost in the final, he would have?
You see, Abdul, trust you to come up with that bomb-ass response to that whole thing. No, if that Champions League was a proper campaign,
Dude, this is clutch. I think the first goal was smarter than Clotandes, that's his name, in the past decade. Bruno Clotandes, that's his name. Dude, this is clutch.
Wow. AJ, I can't believe you gave him that nickname.
It was all a game, though, right? It was all.
No. Where's Waskale? Bring him back.
No. I didn't remove him. He removed himself.
Are you sure?
No, 100%. He removed himself.
Okay, cool.
We don't believe you. We need more people.
Wait, is that a Jay-Z track?
Yes, it is.
No, bro. Sorry. Quick side notes. Have you heard of the Jay-Z song? What's it called? Is it People Be Talking?
Yeah.
Bro, that's a crazy beat. Because Joe Budden just played it. Because not on an album. That's an amazing beat. That's an amazing beat. Yeah, that's a good point. If it was a full CL campaign, yeah. So here, 16 goals.
Can you
with
remind
less
me
games.
who they played in the quarter and in the semi? Because obviously,
No.
He would have gotten at least.
I know. No. I just
Leon in 2 legs.
I just want to know because I know who
Wait,
they
Daniel,
played in the round of
Daniel,
16.
Daniel, who do you support?
Daniel, you didn't have to do this, bro. You didn't have
Daniel,
to do
who do you
this, man.
support?
Chelsea.
Well, no. I'm just genuinely curious about who they played because I don't remember. I'm not saying
No, Daniel. You know who they played, bro. You don't have to go there, please.
I actually don't. But anyway,
8-2. That's all I'm gonna
Yeah,
say.
no, Chelsea. Barca,
okay, yeah,
Leon.
okay. I remember. Okay.
Who did they play?
How did I not remember that? I just remembered
Chelsea,
I
Barca,
want
Leon,
Bayern,
then
so I could
Leipzig.
only think of the Chelsea one that they started out with, but I couldn't think of the other ones. But my bad.
No, but that's a great point. So from half hopes, no, I don't have a child. I don't have a child, so this is not my kid. Dad, why can't CFC win the league? Took Yech, Luke sick. You're not my child, so I don't know who you are. So don't act like you're my child.
It's a legitimate question, though.
I have a godson though.
Is
I
that a
don't have
gun in the
a-
picture? What is that?
That's take it.
Wow.
What?
The race. What a record.
I think. I don't know.
Y'all
What's
don't
going
take it?
Let's move on.
Okay, let's just move this. From Tonic, I see City's goals drying up when things get tight. Let's see what happens. My money's still on Pep because Pep has done this 3 out of 4 times. My money's still on Pep, bro. From RXD Scissor, last time they were confident, Bar said, "What's up?" Hashtag. Oh, that's harsh, man. That's harsh, man. That's harsh. From my boy Casey says, Liverpool have 2 CLs. Pre-1990, Zico tore them apart.
Who does KC support, by the way?
Nobody. He supports
No,
Chelsea.
Chelsea. He supports Chelsea.
Abdul is muted. He supports Barcelona.
Okay, so
No, he supports Chelsea.
You guys,
Chelsea.
you know what the funny, you know what the
Chelsea,
funny
he
thing
supports
is about?
Chelsea.
Sorry, you know what the funny thing is about Liverpool and Barca, right? You guys have had so many more great players than us, and we still have more CLs than you. How do you have Maradona,
But you don't have more.
R9,
You don't have more
Rivaldo,
CLs than us,
Messi,
bro.
Cruyff,
When did CL start?
and you still end up with fewer CLs than the club.
Valverde tax.
You guys are just a terrible football club. I'm sorry,
Yeah.
and even your win.
One league title in 30 years.
Mute your mic. Mute your mic.
One league in 30 years.
Wait, hold on. KB the Star says, I won't be surprised if Inter come back. Bro, yellow card for you, even if you're not here. No, Inter not coming back in. That game is done. That Inter are struggling. Inter lost 2-0 to Sassuolo at their crib. So wait, KB the Star, hold up. So you're saying that Inter Milan will beat Liverpool 3-0 at Anfield with fans? No. Just no, it's not happening. Like that game is it's a done deal.
They better know Undisputed is leading the emergency hangout. If that happens, you know. So
And Jamal, him and Jamal.
Yeah.
So guys, let's talk real because we sort of started with this whole thing. Let's talk real right now. So guys, RDS, and I need an apology.
What is Rob? Is Rob there?
Red Devil Studio, I need an apology.
What's the apology for?
You are one of the biggest
Uncle
Mourinho haters. You've insulted him and so forth. No, down the door. You're going to talk on this. But Conte,
what do you think my Abby is,
because see, RDS, Mourinho never did this. Conte has come out and said this club has a white magic hovering over it. He's pretty much said, you know what? I'm out.
Are you going to bring up the Fabrizio tweets?
Yes,
bro. Bring them up. Bring them up.
Bring it up, bud.
Yes, I'm bringing up the tweets. I came with receipts.
I've never read anything like this in my life.
No, this is worse than Lukaku interview.
From the manager of the club.
Yeah,
we never the entire thing.
Worse.
This is
basically
everybody's just celebrating right now.
He wants to be.
So guys, let me read it for you in case you guys can see. Let me read it for you. So
read the whole thread.
Actually, okay, let me even read the.
Ain't no way.
The whole thing, man. All right, here we go. So, Antonio Conte, maybe I'm not so good. Tottenham called me to change things, but I'm too honest. We are doing everything to change the situation, but it's not enough. 4 defeats out of 5 is not good enough. This doesn't happen to me. But if you're gonna
It's
happen,
ego
bro.
tripping, bro.
So it says, remember, guys, this is severance package, guys. This is a severance package. So he moves differently. I need to talk to the club. Tottenham have to make an assessment about the club, about me. We need to find the best solution. I can't accept to keep losing. I'm sorry. Here, coaches change, but players are always the same. But the results don't change.
To me, that's the most important part.
And then, on the future, I'm open for every decision because I want to help Tottenham. I'm so honest to close my eyes and continue this way, just to say, okay, my salary is good. I have ambition. I'm not so good to improve the situation here. Jesus Christ.
Wow.
Jesus.
Wasn't there more? Isn't there more?
Oh no, that was
Yeah, there
that,
is.
oh, okay. Because the next is a video which I can't play because of YouTube.
Okay.
My thing is, what if you're a sports fan? Because see, my thing about Tottenham has always been that Levy is a businessman to the core. He has no interest in football-related activities. He views Tottenham as purely a business. Because my thing is with Conte, I think I know what happened. It was a great contract. Levy obviously said, oh yeah, sure. But Levy didn't make full-on promises. I promise I will give you the full backing of the players you want 100%. I think for Conte, it was a great contract. I think there's a lot of money. And Conte thought, oh, okay, son, okay, bro, I think I can do something here. I get it if you. But what he's saying is something that is deep because Conte would have thought that after beating Man City with a Herculean effort, of course you can go and beat a team who are in the relegation zone. But the mentality of this team, this is what Mourinho was trying to explain to us. The mentality of this team is incredibly weak. And it's been incredibly weak for a long time because Levy hasn't tried to instill a kind of winning mentality here because Levy has he's happy for the team to just cost. Because, bro, listen, guys, I told you, like, me, RDS, and guys, well, like I told you, when I'm in London, because I'm around, I'm on a Mars now, so you can't bloody find me. So when I'm in London, bro, that stadium looks like the Enterprise on Star Trek. It looks like a nuclear device. How? This is something about Levy. How do you have a stadium like that? I've not sniffed a trophy in over a decade. And you not even know how do you have a stadium like that? I'm not known for winning trophies. It is incredible. But then when you now find out that no, that stadium is for the NFL. It's to just gain and maximize profits by allowing the NFL because the stadium is built because obviously NFL have what is it 15 guys or 20 something guys or something? So they need huge dressing rooms. So that stadium isn't built for Tottenham. It is built to cater for football teams and NFL teams because of how much money they can generate from Roger Goodell tax. So it's psychotic, man. But Ardes talking and I will come to you there. I mean, because Rob, I'm coming to you. Rob, I'm coming to you straight. But Ardes, talk to me about this all about content. I mean, Spurs, man, talk to me.
I mean, I always did say that it was very weird that because people need to remember, and I'm sure Rob will clarify this, that at the summer, like they approached Conte initially. Remember, he refused the contract, so he wasn't going to go there.
So what's changed? What's changed?
Well, what changed was that Spurs obviously hired Nuno. People forget Nuno was the manager of Spurs at the start. Then they sacked Nuno, and then they were like, okay, we need to find someone. Conte was still out of work, and so presumably, whether it was because Conte was maybe waiting for the Madrid job or something like that, and he was just like, right, okay, I want to still be in some work. I didn't get maybe my first choice or whatever, and maybe Levy is now promised to get some players in January and back me, and I'm getting paid a bomb. Okay, fine. I'll now accept the deal. But as I said at this appointment, I said that he wasn't going to last more than the season because I was like, if Daniel Levy hasn't backed any of the previous managers properly, he didn't even back Pochettino, who should have stayed at the club. He didn't back him. He's not good. Like Conte needed like so many signings at Inter Milan to even challenge, and even then he wasn't happy. He wasn't happy with the Inter board. He walked away. So he's going from Inter to Spurs. Literally makes no sense. So something is going to give. So everything that I've seen so far is effectively predictable. I knew this was going to happen. I knew it was going to work. The Spurs players are effectively the same, bar maybe one or two. So he's right in that respect. It's like you said in the previous hangout when we were all, and you said it, HH, to be fair, when Kane turned up against City and everyone's getting gassed and what have you, you were like, the problem with Spurs is that they will do this against City, they will turn up, etc. But they'll be back to getting Spurs and bottling and the following game to Burnley.
I knew it would happen, yeah.
And what happened? They went to Burnley and they bottled it against Benfica. So I've got no doubt that Spurs aren't getting top 4 this season. They're not. Really, it's basically between United and Arsenal, I think, for the 4th spot, regardless. And Arsenal looking good. So at the end of the day, I think Spurs aren't even in the Europa Conference League anymore. So really,
because I just like. So what was the point of that Man City win?
Exactly.
Because it's just been completely erased. So that whole thing of Kane, you beat City,
It's funny. It's funny though because no one is. It's interesting. Everyone Kane as well. Like I'm sure Kane was playing today. I don't recall hearing anything in the. I literally when he scored, there was like news articles on BBC. Kane this, Kane that, blah blah. I'm fairly sure Kane was playing today. Where's the but I'm sure you'll see the anti-English, so that's what this is why this is coming out. Oh, let's put the attention on Conte.
Do we know how many touches Kane had in the first half?
How many?
I don't know. I'm just saying. Apparently, touches is a big deal if you listen to Lukaku.
Dan, relax. Lukaku, 100 million. So like,
97.5. 97.5.
Can I talk on this?
Do you guys want me to read out Kane's stats for that game?
Please.
Okay, in terms of passing percentage, 66%, 1 key pass, 0.2 expected goals. 0% shot accuracy, 44 touches though, and
hit the post.
Yeah, he did hit the post. Yes, that is there.
How many touches?
That's a
24.
24.
44.
44. Okay.
But it's more so the pass accuracy was pretty bad for him, and his shooting accuracy. He only had 2 shots in the entire game.
But see, SK, this goes to my theory which is what I said after the City game. He bowled against City because he wanted to show Pep, hey, do you still want me? This is what you could potentially have. Once he did that, I was like, bro, why am I going to shop for All Lives Matter and the EDL?
So he basically put on makeup for a day, and then he
he was in drag. He was in drag at the Etihad. He took off the lipstick, took off the wig, and said, "Oh, yeah, this is the treat from that we know all good and well." Yeah.
Okay, so, if I don't even know where to start with this. Firstly, the only reason I'm here, which goes to my Avi, is for this conversation. Because if people know the meme, people know the meme. But
Joel Embiid.
If what we said when Conte was manager of Chelsea is exactly what's happening now. He's begging to be sacked. That's everything that I've heard in the past 3-5 hours. He wants to be sacked. He said we need an assessment. I'm not good anymore. We've lost 4 to 5 games. People are talking whether we should be in top 4. Really, the real question is, are we going to be in the relegation zone?
How long has he been managing this club?
He's basically saying, I'm not good at this. Please get me out of my misery, and maybe I'll even quit. But I would rather you fired me because severance package, which is what he was doing at Chelsea. I don't. If anybody remembers a game that Chelsea played against Manchester City, I think it was a 2-0 game, and there was this viral clip that went out of it was Fabregas and Willian. And it was basically Manchester City just passing the ball around, and Chelsea had no desire to win the ball. And like the game was within a margin where you would think Chelsea should be trying to actually win this game and go for it. But Conte gave instructions clearly that don't press, don't try to win the ball, just sit in your shape. And the reason he did that is because on a selfish level, he knew if Chelsea actually tried to play football with Man City, they would get beat. You saw the next season with Maurizio Sarri when Chelsea actually tried to play with them. I think they got beat 6-0, 7-0, something like that. Conte is worried about his reputation, and he will do every and anything to protect his reputation, including bail, which he's done. He did it at Juventus. He did it even, there's a club I forget before where he bailed. He did it at Inter. He did it at Chelsea. This is consistent with his behavior that whenever he feels something is going against him, I am a proven winner. I need to protect myself. And that's what he's doing today, I think. And really the whole, like the past 2 weeks, he came out with an interview saying that, Tottenham is not at the level with the traditional, the other top 4 or 5. Like we're on a level with Aston Villa, Brighton, etc. You could probably say that's an accurate assessment based on what we've seen this season. However, you're the manager of the team, you're the head coach of the team. Like you shouldn't be saying this. Leave that to pundits and guys here on the Half Hope Football Hut. Subscribe, by the way. You shouldn't be saying that. You should be saying this is what we're gonna do. I believe in my team, blah blah blah. But he's like, nah, I'm going to put my reputation and my ability to make money in the future above this project. The project itself, I mean, you talked about the stadium, it was £1 billion. How much of that really gets reinvested into the squad, or should have been? But the whole point of that stadium was not to make Tottenham the next superpower. They might market it that way, but it was to host NFL games, to host Lady Gaga concerts. They wanted to take the Anthony Joshua title fight from Wembley and host it at the Tottenham Stadium, but that didn't happen. Like it's supposed to be just a hub of just stuff, rugby union, whatever. Like it's not for football in that way. And that's the whole problem with Tottenham, is they're run exclusively, it seems, for money. The worst thing that almost happened to them was reaching the Champions League final, because it gave them the legitimacy of we're actually trying to win things here. But no, they're not. Pochettino, Mourinho, Nuno, Conte, it's a mess. And Conte's like, I want out. I need out to protect myself. And I'll shut up because I'm rambling.
No. Go lay down. Rob. As a sports fan, you hear this stuff about what your manager is saying, where he effectively wants to quit. How do you feel, Rob? Tell us how you feel. As it dig deep into your soul. How do you feel right now when you hear this stuff coming from Conte?
He is basically Conte is on flip-flop, because last week he said that he loved this team, that this was his best team ever, and now he says that he can't handle it anymore. And he has been asking for patience the entire time that he has been here, like almost every press conference. He has been asking for patience from the fans specifically. And he has been saying that the squad hasn't been great since day one. So he's been laying out the expectations. He has been saying that he needs patience and that he wants to go at least until the summer. But because this result, he basically snapped, I guess.
It is Burnley.
I mean, but Rob, who do you blame? How do you go from beating Man City, one of the best teams in the world, in their house, and you lose to Burnley 1-0, a team who are there in relegation zone? I mean, how do you explain that? Is it Conte's fault? Is it the players' fault? How do you explain that?
It's the players mostly, because Conte himself has been saying it, that the level of the playing squad isn't very high at the moment, and the team is also very thin in a lot of areas.
So, does Levy, and how does that improve? So, who do you put the blame on? Conte not going out and finding the players, or Levy's lack of support in the transfer market?
You can't really blame anyone because Conte said that he was happy with the transfer window. Yes, you might have weakened in terms of numbers, but you got rid of players that didn't want to be there, and you assigned players that were very happy to be there. Like with Bentancur and Kulusevski, and the other players that left didn't want to be there. So Conte was supported, but maybe you could make the argument that he let go more players and didn't bring in enough.
Okay, so anyone else want to touch on this?
Yeah.
Let me
Can I
to
go
Anthony
after?
the GOAT and then Abdul. Anthony the GOAT.
Okay, as a Spurs fan on loan to Ajax, I'd like to say that for me, my problem with Spurs for the past, I don't know, since I started supporting football because of Ronaldinho, and then I moved to Bayern, and my mom was a Chelsea fan, but for some stupid reason, I chose to support Spurs. And so what I'd like to say is the biggest problem about this club
Now you're
is
on low.
the loser mentality. It's the absolute loser mentality. It's getting top 4 is the target. It's never about trophies. It's about top 4 and how Maurizio Pochettino is doing so well to get top 4. And so Levy is my biggest problem. He destroyed the stadium, and then he spent $1 billion on a new stadium whilst the players we had were going old. Toby Vertonghen, Musa Dembele, Wanyama's legs were gone. Eriksson was gone. Kyle Walker, Danny Rose. And instead, now he's buying players like he's telling us that Ben Davis is good enough, a championship player. He's buying Joe Roden instead of spending 60 million on Ruben Diaz. He's spending 35 million on Ryan Sessegnon, 15 million on Doherty. Doherty, man. Doherty. Bro. I'm telling you, and he's renewing Lloris's contract. He's 37. I'm telling you, this is all.
Wait, hold on. Lloris is what?
He's 35, I mean.
Jesus.
But still, he still can't pass out from the back. The players we have.
I think Anthony, as you're running this down, it makes sense. I don't know why you've not made the move permanent and why it's just on loan when you're listing all these things. But continue.
Have hope.
And then
half of it's an irony. It's not meant to be taken real. So
it's like, bro, it's like being tortured, but you still love the person. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
No,
like,
no,
so basically, you're
what?
Stockholm
No, no, it's what's it's Stockholm syndrome.
Yeah. I still, even though I'm on loan, I still feel feelings when we lose to Burnley. I'm telling you, we have a better team than Burnley, man. Tell me, does Brownhill?
Wait, Anthony. If the fact that you lost to a Ben Mee goal, have you seen what? Let me show you what Ben Mee looks.
He's 6 foot, man. He's 6.
Oh.
Because what does your mom think about this? That's what I'm curious about. So your mother supports Chelsea.
Yeah, she supports Chelsea. She was a Malouda fan and a Nelka fan because they look nice. I'm telling you.
Shout out to your mom.
I could have supported Chelsea.
Like, what's that dude from Game of Thrones?
Well, he looks like a gerbil.
Like the White Walker dude.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
man. Never mind.
How? And the thing about Conte that I think Conte, the reason why Conte rejected us in the summer and came after Nuno got sacked. What I think Conte believed that the team wasn't as bad as he thought it was. He thought, the team, we spent 65 million on Ndombele, we spent 45 million on Lo Celso, we have Harry Kane and Son. If we just get the defense back to what it was, then maybe we can get top 4 because Arsenal are still in a youth project.
What is that?
Only Tam
Yeah, no, man.
Is that a toilet in the middle of the street?
Yeah.
I think I see a toilet.
Oh, bro. Oh
Yeah,
my
but
God.
all I have to say is that Spurs, man, they just give. It's hard being a Spurs fan. It's so
Nah, for real, I
hard.
feel for you guys, man. I feel for my man expressions, bro.
Wait, I must go. Abdul, talk to me, man. Abdul, talk to me.
Can you hear me?
Yes, yes.
First of all, I want to say, like, bro, I'm hearing, especially from Daniel, bro, I'm hearing some disrespect on Conte's name. Let me remind you that.
Oh my God!
Last season, he won the league title with Inter, and before you say anything, Liverpool have won league title in the last 32 years. So a league title actually means something.
Abdul, who did he beat though?
This picture's from racism, bro. What's going on?
Abdul, who did
Bro,
he beat though?
It doesn't matter, man. He won a league title, man.
Does it not matter who he beat? How does
He
that
beat,
not matter?
bro. He beat some good teams. He beat Cristiano Ronaldo, bro.
No, but talk to me about this sports situation specifically, bro.
Bro, I think
Assassinate Levy, man.
I think Spurs' transfer business in recent years, it might be worse than Barcelona's, bro.
Wasn't there a summer where they didn't buy a single player?
Yep.
There was.
Buy a single player.
You know,
that was after the Champions League final.
Let me finish, man.
That
Let
was
me
after
land.
the Champions League final. Didn't buy anybody.
You said that they haven't won a trophy for like 12 years. I disagree. Because nowadays, because of Wenger, top 4 is a trophy, bro. Like, let's be honest. They won the top 4 trophy like 5 years in a row. So that's why they've remained relevant. Yeah, bro. Like, and let's be honest, bro. Like, Pochettino, he was. What'd you say?
You said they won it 5 years in a row. Like, when was that?
No, but like they won it 4 years in a row or something like that.
They didn't do that.
Yeah, we got top 4 like 5 years in a row.
Yeah. But what I will say is for Conte, man, I completely agree with Anthony. I think, or if it was Rob, like what he said, that on paper they look like they have a decent team, but he said it in an interview as well. Like it took him time to realize how shit these players actually are. You know what I mean? And to be fair, bro, to him, I think I actually respect it because Daniel, he made it sound like he's trying to get sacked on purpose. But you know, put yourself in his position. This guy is getting paid 400 racks a week. You know what I mean? I know he cares about his pride. His pride. But bro, if you are on 400K a week, yeah, would you not just shut up and just take the money, bro?
He should look for a loan, man.
Pride. What about pride?
But Abdul, if he really was in that mental state, then he would just resign, and maybe he will. But my point is, you'd rather be sacked because if you leave the job, you don't get the money. If they fire you, you get paid. So he's going to say everything he can to get them to fire him. That's my point.
I mean, yeah, I do understand that, and that is.
If he was really so distraught and heartbroken, he just goes to Levy tomorrow morning and says, "I'm out. I'm going back to Milan or wherever his family is." But he's not going to do that. He's going to wait and make them sack him. Or
just as an FYI, Chelsea do play Burnley next, so just Chelsea should beat Burnley, but obviously this whole discussion comes down void if Burnley somehow beat Chelsea.
No, it's not null and void. What I will say to finish off my point is, I think it's going to be really interesting to see how this ends up, because how the hell, like, if he does end up walking, or like if they do, because it looks like, bro, he is going to end up leaving, because the one thing with Conte, like, I think he has too high demands, bro. Like his short-term success, it does come, like, he does need to get back to luck quickly. Otherwise, it's going to get frustrating real quick for him and for the rest of the team. So for me, I'm really interested in seeing, like, what they're going to do if he goes. Like, they've tried everything now. They've tried Mourinho. They tried Nuno. They even tried Ryan Mason, and that didn't work out too good.
Great reminder, Abdul. Another reason why I don't have any sympathy for Tottenham 6 days before they had a cup final. They played Man City in a what is this?
How are you finding this picture?
Wait, whoa.
They
Danny,
sacked,
so 6 days before, 6 days before.
they
Conte?
sacked Jose Mourinho before they played City last year in the cup final.
That was the dumbest
How do
decision.
you do and you appoint Ryan
Disgusting.
Mason
This
to
is the
try to
club
beat
I
Pep
used to
Guardiola
support.
in a final? What sense is that? It makes zero. Like the only reason Mourinho's there is to win something. He gets you to a final. He wins the games necessary to get to the final, and they don't utilize the one thing that Mourinho might still be good at, which is winning a final. Nah, let's give it to Ryan Mason. So I feel no sympathy for Spurs.
Sympathy, man.
But what do you guys, I want to ask, because I'm really interested in this. Like, I want to hear your opinion. Like, what do you guys think is going to happen? Like, and how is Spurs going to move forward? Because I do agree with Daniel in that the success, although not in trophies, but like in getting far in the Champions League and qualifying for the Champions League every year, I think it made them used to it, even though they are not really that kind of team. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
how
No,
do you guys?
I'm going to answer your question with
think
an
the
image.
Levy
Let me just
flipping
share
for a
something.
miracle.
Wait, real quick here. Like, everything is down to Levy. Because I think, correct me if I'm wrong, and maybe RDS can help me. Wasn't Alan Sugar the previous chairman or owner before Levy came in?
He was.
Yeah, I think it was Alan Sugar and so forth. And it was a guy that was actually a bit more active. The problem is Daniel Levy.
He still tweets about us.
Yeah, no, and because Levy in his mind is like, no, this is a business. So Levy is not the guy to say, oh, I need this player, can help us win. How much is he? 70 mil. No. No. Like, the moment I knew that Tottenham were in trouble, the moment I knew was when was that transfer window where they didn't buy a single player. The first time ever in the history of the Premier League that's a team did not make a single signing in a transfer window. That's never happened. So the fact that that's how I was like, oh, this Levy dude, this guy's different. So Abdul, the answer is, as long as Levy's there, they're not going to move forward.
Someone
They'll always
Yeah,
come and
can
then-
I also add something to that?
Yeah, Barry.
Yeah, and the loser mentality as well. I don't know who said it, but like, yeah, they got used to getting top four. So if you add to that and the loser mentality, then you're never gonna take the next step because you're always limiting your abilities and potential to that. It's like the Rams. I don't want to make like a reference with NFL and everything, but like they knew what the issue was. And Kroenke, like, let's give him some of credit for American football fans. Like, he made the move and they paid it off. So like, Levy needs to take that next step, but he's not gonna do that. That's the issue.
And he's not, because look at I shared this screen for a reason, because this is the top revenues of all the professional football clubs from 2021, because obviously 22 is not out, and you can see that Spurs are basically the 9th highest in the world. Now this is so Abdul, this is a team that's not won a trophy in 12 years, but they're generating that amount combined with Levy. Why should Levy change them?
Yeah.
They don't make that much less than Chelsea.
Yeah, they're not.
And Chelsea's explicit goal is to win things.
That is crazy.
They
Look at
make
that.
more than
did
they
they win
make
a
more. They
trophy?
generate more than Juventus and
Than
Arsenal, and Atletico Madrid and Dortmund, and they're not that
Because of
far from,
Son.
as you said, Chelsea and PSG.
That is insane.
Because
bro.
of Son, because of Kane.
So why would? But the fundamental is like, if you look at that, I know this sounds bad, but like you can understand why Levy's like, if this is my model, if this is my thing, why would I haven't made major signs? Why would I change?
No, and also see, and to that point, let's see. Okay, don't take this the wrong way, guys, but I'm just gonna say it: crack cocaine. Now that may seem shocking to you, but follow me here. There are two kinds of football fans, as I said before. There's the fanboy, then there's the real fan. The fanboy, this is their life. This is their drug. They will go win, lose, or draw. I go to Tottenham games. I buy the season tickets. We can lose 10, 15 games and so forth. It's just part of my DNA. Now, a real fan will be like, well, we are losing 6 games. We bought no one. Oh, I'm out. I'm done. But the fanboy is, oh, we didn't buy guys. You will complain and everything, but no, I need this. This is part of my life. Like I brush my teeth, I go to a club, I do this, and I go to the game on Saturday or Sunday or so forth. So leaving knowing that is like, my gosh, this is an amazing business. That's what Kroenke knows. That's what the guys at that's what
United.
The Glazers.
That's
The
what the guys at
Glazers.
Liverpool know. They're like, wait, this because this isn't even like American sports. Because in American sports, it's like a pastime. This is real.
It's life.
This is where like, no, this is part of my life. The NBA fan and NFL fan, that's not part of their life. Don't think about that team.
It's a hobby.
No, but maybe a few fans do, but most fans don't. The majority of fans of these clubs, this is their life. So for Levy knows that, oh, this is almost, because basically this is what I used to learn at business. They're called elastic and inelastic products. So an elastic product, it's what's it called? Demand fluctuates. An inelastic product, demand remains the same. So an inelastic product is what you find in the markets and so forth. An elastic product may be like a CD or something like a luxury item. So the football, the income from a football club, that's inelastic because you will always get that income no matter what.
Yeah, the price doesn't matter.
Yeah, the price doesn't matter. So for Levy, he knows that you can bump up the price and everything. You're dealing with a drug.
Especially Spurs fans, bro. They're never gonna protest.
No.
Yo, we were looking for managers. They were looking at Conte, Brendan Rodgers, Nagelsmann, and then after the season ticket renewals, then he brought us Nuno. So he waited till the season tickets. Everyone renewed their season tickets, and then.
Sorry, this is just another graph. I think further this point. Sorry, because there are a lot of interesting stats here. So this is basically the revenue of the big. These are the top 5 European clubs, European league. Revenue from 1996 to 2021, 2022. So if you see the blue line, this is basically the EPL. So you've got England, basically on like 6,000 million. This is like it's 6,000 in millions of euros. So obviously this is billions. Germany, Spain, Italy, and France. So Germany actually the second highest grossing in Europe. And then it kind of give you a detail as to why England are generating. So the first line here, the combined revenue of all 20 English Premier League clubs is projected to be around 6.1 billion euros in 2021. Teams in the top division in England expect to generate 3 billion euros more than their counterparts in Spain and Germany, who rank second and third. So even just based on the Premier League revenue alone, you can see why Daniel Levy does why Spurs do what they do, because commercially, Daniel Levy runs Spurs in such a way that if we can market Spurs as a global entity, not only can we get a lot of revenue from the Premier League, obviously giving Jones $1 billion. But obviously, we can increase our advertising revenue and so on. So it's like, and it's the same thing as a United fan, because you just at the end of the day, you come to accept that fundamentally, most football clubs, with the exception of Chelsea, PSG, and City, are run as corporate entities, and that's that. It's as simple as that. So so long as you're generating potentially 8th, 9th, 5th, whatever like revenue in the world, there is nothing technically wrong with your model. Okay, and as I said to AJ before, if Inter Milan, if the money that they got for winning the Serie A is equivalent to what Sheffield United got, if not less, getting relegated, who's really complaining? You know what I mean? Like it's like it's.
I mean, that is why there was a Super League, right?
Like, wait, let me just green some dubs and then I want to bring in Juju Man, Revenant. Guys have not spoken there.
Hey, Juju.
So Casey says,
"Hey, what's up?"
Juju, what up? So Casey says we were under the Francoist regime for 20 years, and European Cup is not CL. Copa Libertadores was the best continental competition pre 1990.
Casey, but that's too undisputed, bro. Casey, like, I'm just gonna tell you one thing, like, bro, don't argue with Liverpool fans, man. These guys are starving for trophies. Like, they got like 3 in the last 15 years, man. Let them be, bro. Let them be.
Your boy Romelu Lukaku says, proud. All right, thank you, man. I can't really read that out.
I don't understand the interview. Oh, okay, I get it.
Yeah,
It's just a fun. I get it.
Sheriff. Long Messenger, no, but I wish I wish Sheriff Johnson all the luck in the world, man. I wish Sheriff Johnson all the luck in the world. Zuma's cat, oh Jesus. Meow HH. Zuma passed me to Ireland and good luck to you, Zuma's cat. But Zuma's cat, I don't know how you are able to send those, are able to use a computer, but shout out to you, Zuma's cat, man. Lukman Osman, I thank you for the Tottenham's high road looks a lot worse than Burnley, by the way. This is true. So a few years ago, when I was doing some work for a TV channel, I had to do it's called like a piece to camera, like a little like thingy, and I had to go to the Tottenham Stadium. This is when I actually first saw the Tottenham Stadium. So I was like, when they were like, wow, boom, because it was me and the cameraman. If you look at the area, it is insane. Because you've got this crazy stadium and you just have this very broken down, low income housing all around. And I'm like, the difference is crazy and stark. I'm like, how do you have a stadium that looks like this and an area that looks like this?
Give it time,
It makes no sense.
Give it time, man. Gentrification, man. It's a process.
I don't know, bro. Whether because my thing is because put it this way, it's in a particular area of North London. Because North London, there are very rich areas and there are kind of like, thugged out areas and so forth. So to gentrify that area of Tottenham, it's going to be quite a lot. But it's just so crazy because literally what you just have are this extremely, because those tickets are very expensive. You just have this very wealthy guys just walking through, going to the football thing and just passing through. So it's almost as if like the stadium and that thing is in a separate world from this low income area that's all around it. I'm just because it just doesn't make sense.
But
like,
like if Levy is doing the kind of if he's the most American chairman that's not American, so you have the Fenway Sports Group, the Glazers, the Cronkies, and whatnot. If you look at what they do, like just take the Brooklyn Stadium that the Nets built, and then the SoFi Stadium that they built in Inglewood, you wouldn't think in that area of Brooklyn or in that place of Inglewood. Inglewood was always known to be the hood. Then they built a big NFL super stadium in there, and then the surrounding community eventually, they start doing Starbuckses and IKEAs and this and that, and then before you know it, the people who were living there, who are normally of a lower class, eventually get moved out, and it becomes an attractive neighborhood to live in. So that stadium could be part of a larger
true
urban renewal, development in air quotes, to like get the unwanted people out in like in a societal.
I think true. I think for me, there's definitely going to be a process because I think
good
content, it makes no sense to have a stadium like that and the area like that. Like what you're just going to just definitely see within you look back at the area in the next 2 years, and you have your Starbucks, you have your prime, you have like your high scale housing and so forth, because it's like they're going to change the whole area.
Yeah,
that area is just going to change. So but when you just go there, it is just so weird, because you're like, because especially if you're someone who lives there, or let's say you have like a shop there, because like again, like I remember I went to go and buy something, and if you're a shopkeeper, like I'm looking at one of the craziest stadiums in the world, and then I look around at the place and I'm like, oh, this is odd, and you know that you can't afford to get into that freaking stadium. So it's crazy. Casey says, Poole haven't played a single decent team. Even played by Palace and should have won, if not for a dodgy penalty. Verratti will tear Liverpool apart. See, Casey, you have to focus on Napoli. That's the key thing. That Casey, you can't really talk because you need to focus on Napoli in the Europa League. And Casey, you can't talk because the nightmare at Anfield lives. So I'm sorry, Liverpool, as of right now, they're a few steps ahead of you dudes right now, bro. Juju man, talk to me, man. Tottenham, Spurs, Conte tax. Why this guy's so trash, man?
Yeah, but what's it called with Conte? Like I'll take. I have the opposite view.
Wait,
I
so
agree.
quickly, did you pass your exam? How was your exam?
Oh yeah, it went well. It went well. I finished way earlier. Like it was supposed to take 5 hours. I finished like.
There is nothing worse in an exam when
Yeah.
that person. No. Two things that annoy me.
Yeah.
One person who asks for extra paper.
Yeah.
And who finishes early. Horrible. So basically, I would have hated you in school, Juju, and I'd have hated
Yeah,
you.
true. Yeah, I was like, no. But in school, I was like, I used to like go to the last minute there and I write more than was necessary. So it's like, yeah.
Imagine how it is now when you have to take your exams online on a computer.
Yeah, I had to do it on a computer, but I had to go to the site. So they had to like
Juju loves
inspect me
school,
and everything.
man. Juju loves
Yeah,
school.
I do.
Do you want to take my pharmacy exams for me?
I know. I would if like I would like.
Yo, don't worry, I got you. I'm gonna turn off the camera somehow. I appreciate
Oh no,
it.
easy. I know. No, wait. Easy, like easy. But look, let's go to the game. Look, with Conte, look, I agree with Conte. You have to protect yourself. Like, if the club doesn't have ambition, I mean, it's their fault. Because it's like, look, if it was the other way around, Tottenham would throw Conte under the bus. So you have to look out for yourself. And with Tottenham, I mean, I didn't even know they were playing today. That's how irrelevant they are. I mean, they're not in my radar, so I didn't even know they were playing today. But I mean, seeing them lose a 1-0 to Burnley, I mean, it doesn't surprise me because at first, like, I just don't rate the team. But I would like to go back.
So do you think Conte should just walk and just quit?
No.
Or should he stick it out?
I mean, if he quits and gets paid, I mean, he should walk. I mean, he should live. No, don't stick it out. Like, this club is not going anywhere. Look, in life, it's a choice. You can't just choose to suffer. Like, I mean, he should just leave. Like, there's no point of suffering. Like as long as he gets paid, like he should leave. I wouldn't recommend suffering. Like, the club that doesn't want to do anything, he doesn't want to ruin his name, and then in the future he won't have like he won't have like his reputation will be ruined. He'll be like Mourinho. So I was like, just leave. But and then what's it called? The one thing I want to say about the other games with the United against Atleti. Like I told you guys, like once Maguire starts, it's 1-0 before kickoff. Like the other team had 1-0 up before kickoff, and it happened again. Maguire, I think it was a fault again. I mean, it was supposed to. I mean, he didn't do his job properly, and then with that team, like I still expect United to go through, but so it's like Simeone. I hope he gets sacked. Like, it's just about time. So with that, yeah, that was my entire game. And the one thing too, I thought like Ragnick made a mistake. I should have removed Pogba because Pogba was picking up.
Yeah, no, Pogba wasn't good. No, it was a bad game, bro. It was a bad game.
Yeah, he was bad, but I think he should have just left him there, like push him because he wasn't doing it. Like, he wasn't like aggressive. So I think you should have removed either Sancho or Rashford, and then add another midfielder, and then maybe play two strikers and play a 4-4-2 formation. Because I think like Pogba was starting to get into the game. He was still terrible, but I think he was getting into the game. I think against Atleti second leg 4-4-2 should be the formation because I don't think they're good enough to play. It looked like a 4-3-3, or it looked like a 4-3-3 because with the two. Yeah, so that's what I think.
But who do you have in the second leg? United. But who do you have going through, United or Atletico?
I still have United because what's it called? I mean, Atleti should have. I mean, even though they hit the post a couple of times, I don't see United becoming this bad again. I mean, if they do, because it just United like the problem is what that defender Maguire. I don't know when Bailey is coming. Eric Bailly is coming back because I think they need to remove Maguire. Yeah, but I still go with United. Yeah, I still go with United.
So before I come to Revan, just to round us off, man. Tonic says that Burnley town centre is done. No, look, sorry. Burnley is what you call real. It's what you call real to the core. That's what you call a real city to the core. David T says, these clowns broke Poch, Mourinho, and Conte. Bro, I told you, like, Tottenham is what you call a poison chalice. I don't know what manager in their right mind would want to go and manage at Tottenham. I have no idea. No one would. No one is going to want to. So Reverend, round us up and talk to me. Tottenham, Conte, man. How does this thing all end, bro?
I think the only way Spurs win a trophy in the next few years if Levy actually gets replaced by someone who actually cares about the club and wants to see the club succeed. And Tottenham as a club, they need a manager who has a clear philosophy, a clear winner's mentality, and they had that with Mourinho. But the thing is, they just didn't support him, and the whole sacking him before a cup final, that's the dumbest thing ever. Why would he even do that?
Yeah.
And the Tottenham as a club, they just like shooting themselves in the foot every now and then because they have incredible players who you expect to be competing for trophies.
But they still need to improve, though. You
Yeah,
always
they
have to
do.
improve, but they haven't have good players.
Yeah. If I was someone like Son, for example, I think he should honestly think about taking his career elsewhere because he's wasting his time at Tottenham. And also, can I quickly talk about the Benfica game?
Yeah, go for it.
I thought, do you guys still think Ajax are dark horses? Because Ajax, they didn't look particularly great versus
But they were playing away
Benfica.
from home, though, so.
Yeah, and Benfica, let's be honest, even though they didn't perform well all around the season, I think that they took advantage of what's in front of them, adrenaline, the fact that they have fans in the stadium and everything, it gives a
Yeah.
boost of confidence. But I see what you mean.
Yeah, I think obviously things can change in the second leg because they're playing at home in front of their fans, so maybe they'll get the win.
And it's hard to see Son leaving because of the Korean market, the South Korean market.
And also, he just signed a contract extension as well because someone just said in the streets that he just signed a contract extension. So yeah, I think for Son, that's maybe he's just happy. But bro, if you have any ambition, leave, bro. That's if you should have some ambition and then leave. I don't know why you still remain at the club. It makes no sense, bro. But guys, look, man, we're out of here. So guys, remember, please, before you leave, just drop a like, man. Just drop a like on the vid before you leave, man. It will be great for the video and be great to show your support. I would truly appreciate it just before you leave if you drop a like, man. Please drop
Thanks
a
for
like.
having us, man.
Was it? Yeah. So actually, let's Miranda. So guys, I will see you guys tomorrow. So tomorrow for the Barca, Napoli, and Europa League round. So see what's up. So guys, peace. Remember, guys, drop that like. Peace out. Stay true. Stay real.
Peace,
One
peace,
love.
peace,
Peace.